they
They're
don't
setting Dylan Gabriel up to take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know. Look at what I did, look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they
They're
don't
setting Dylan Gabriel up to take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know. Look at what I did, look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they
They're
don't know.
setting Dylan Gabriel up to take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know. Look at what I did, look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they
They're
don't know.
setting Dylan Gabriel up to take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know. Look at what I did.
OffThaRecordDee merch was created as an extension of the community that grew around the podcast, the live streams, and the conversations that happen every day. The designs are inspired by real moments, real reactions, real stories that represent the culture around the game and the mindset behind building something from nothing. Each piece reflects the growth of the brand, the supporters who helped shape it, and the journey that's still in progress. This isn't just clothing. It's a way to represent the era, the community, and the belief that consistency, creativity, and hard work can turn a small idea into something lasting. OffThaRecordDee merch stands for the grind, the supporters, and the legacy that we're still building. OffThaRecordDee merch was created as an extension of the community that grew around the podcast, the live streams, and the conversations that happen every day. The designs are inspired by real moments, real reactions, real stories that represent the culture around the game and the mindset behind building something from nothing. Each piece reflects the growth of the brand, the supporters who helped shape it, and the journey that's still in progress. This isn't just clothing. It's a way to represent the era, the community, and the belief that consistency, creativity, and hard work can turn a small idea into something lasting. OffThaRecordDee merch stands for the grind, the supporters, and the legacy that we're still building. OffThaRecordDee merch was created as an extension of the community that grew around the podcast, the live streams, and the conversations that happen every day. The designs are inspired by real moments, real reactions, real stories that represent the culture around the game and the mindset behind building something. What's going on, everybody? What is going on? Let me make sure my sound is good. I believe my sound is good. What's going on, everybody? What is going on? Quick check here, then we're going to keep it moving forward. All right, sound is good. Sound is good. Hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like button on the way in. Y'all, it's Friday. I ain't got no job. I ain't got nothing to do. Nah, I'm joking. I'm feeling good, y'all. I'm feeling really good. Hopefully, y'all are feeling good. Hopefully, this last couple days, y'all have been able to protect your peace like I have. I've been always, not always, let me say this correctly. I've been working towards more things for the future ideas, and how we gonna grow this thing. I'm sleeping like a baby every night. I'm not worried about this person's opinion more than this person's opinion. I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing. And y'all shouldn't be worried about nothing either. Y'all shouldn't. Let me get this earpiece in. Everybody hit the like button on the way in. We got an amazing stream for y'all today. Amazing. Yes, amazing stream for y'all today. We got the Todd father. He went on Ken and Anthony Lima show. Ken Carmen and Anthony Lima show. I suffered through it, y'all. I suffered through the pain. I watched the stream for y'all. And guess what? Before they take it down and clip it and put in all these clips, we got the full Todd Monken interview. I recorded it for y'all. I recorded it for y'all. So you won't hear clips of this and clips of that. We are going to hear a full response from Todd Monken. We're going to hear Shiloh's response. We're going to look at how people in the national media, they took the bait. They took the bait, y'all. Wale is one of my favorite artists, and he got a song, I think on the second or third album, Bait, 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 Bait. They took the bait like Zedric said they would. They took the bait. I didn't take the bait. I didn't fall for it, but they did, as we knew they would. Also, we got Stephen A. Smith, sunken cost fallacy. Y'all keep hearing me say sunken cost fallacy. Well, I found a little short video, and I'm going to show you what that means and why it doesn't make sense for them to keep doubling and tripling down on somebody's going to play because of money. This is going to be determined by performance. They don't understand the words that are coming out of Todd Monken's mouth. That's why I can't do nothing but laugh, y'all. I'm feeling good. I got another shirt on from the merch that I'm going to show y'all. So we're going to get to this thing. We're going to get to this thing. We're going to get to it. Hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like button on the way in, everybody. Hit it on the way in. We're going to do like only we can. We're going to do like only we can. I'm going to greet everybody. Thank you all for being here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit the like button for your boy. Let's start from the top. Let's get our greetings in order. I got to go to my other chat. Y'all, I got 3 chats up here. I got to go to my other chat to get to the very top. 13 Pro Cow in the building early this morning. D, what up? 13 Pro Cow. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on? See Anderson in the house. I'm too good. Morning D and the Off the Record family. It's a beautiful day in Seattle. It's a new day. I'm walking on sunshine.
This is a foolishness. Foolishness.
Good morning, Cia Anderson. Welcome in. It's funny you say you're walking on sunshine. Kind of ties into the shirt I'm wearing today. Welcome in. Craig, what's going on? Good morning, D and chat. Monken had to set it straight first thing in the morning. My. What's going on, Craig? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? What's going on? What is going on? Black Pearl, top of the morning, everyone. Happy Feel Good Friday. Sending positive Friday vibes. Hope y'all feeling good today. Hope y'all feeling good. Cedric, my dog, what's going on?
Cole, you stupid.
Let's go with this one.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all. We're going to be saying that later on in the stream. Let's keep it moving. Tika, what's going on? Happy Friday, all. Good morning.
I don't think he went to school nowhere. If he went to school, he didn't learn nothing.
They didn't learn nothing. They didn't learn nothing. They all took the bait. They took the bait. TK, good morning. Well, good evening where I'm at, Off the Record family. Hopefully you're enjoying your trip. I believe you're in Spain, TK. Hopefully you're enjoying your trip. Keith Hunt, Jersey in the building. Good morning, family. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Pamela. I'm on my last day in Spain, returning back on a bus ride through the French-Spanish countryside so I can catch the live because we just riding. Enjoy your ride. We're going to keep you entertained on that ride. Enjoy your ride. Hopefully you're enjoying your trip, TK. Selmo Fudd in the building. What's going on? Good morning, big dog. You know the anthem. It's the first of the month. It'll catch your checks and come on. That's that Bone Thugs and Harmony, y'all. Y'all know what it is. 216 Cleveland in the building. Stand up. Stand up.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go.
Key Mathis in the building. What's good, Off the Record family? Happy we ain't studying these haters. Friday. Where yours at? You got that good one. I like it. Here we go.
45-47.
45-47. 45-47. Sharon Brantley, good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Y'all, I'm happy Lima asked Coach about Shiloh and Mary Kay. He don't give two damns. If you want to change the narrative, stop lying. Talk to him. Talk to him. Talk to him, Tika. I thought that was funny. I'm never mad at them asking the question. I like the fact that they get to answer it. That's what I like. Good morning, C. Brown Run. Good morning, Felis. TGIF, hey chat, hey D. What's going on? What's going on? 1006. Happy May Day. I like that. I almost messed that up. Happy May Day from Chicago. What's going on? Chicago in the building. Chicago in the building. Ivy League Mac. Hey D and fam. Shiloh cussed out Mary Kay. We do not care.
We do not care.
We do not care. We do not care. Let's see. Asante. What up, chat fam? Asante, what's going on? 216 in the building. The Cleveland media has done nothing to support or enhance Shedeur since he's been here. Capital nothing. Capital nothing on that one, Asante. Monken stood on business. They thought he was going to say something negative about what Shiloh said. They were waiting for it. It never happened. It never happened. Good morning, Miss Sparkles. Thank you. Please don't make us listen. I went through it so y'all don't have to go through it. We're going to go right to the portion when we get to that part of the stream that everybody wants to hear the question. We're going to get right to it. We're going to get right to it. Right to it. Daisha, good morning. Buenos dias, D in chat. Mary Kay can't even make sandwiches. I see what you did there, Brent. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Good, D, because I didn't see them. I got it for you. I got it for you. It's all good. I got it for y'all. Jamal around the world. What's up? Caught a second live. What's going on, Jamal around the world? Jeffrey, what's going on? Did you hear the new interview? Todd said you would like to know who the starter would be at the beginning of camp. But it's been 3 days. Mary Kay, I don't know how she got a reward for journalism. I'm surprised. D, the national media took the bait because she is pushing a result that they want to see. Talk to him, Black Pearl. Talk to him. Talk to him. They don't care to see the Todd father's tea leaves. They missing them. They missing them. They are missing them. Blind Beauty, what's going on? How you been? How you been? Good morning, Off the Record family. Crown Woman Collective, what's going on? How you feeling today? About to make me a sandwich. I changed that from sandwich to sandwich. Jamal around the world. Where we at? Where we at? KC, what's going on? Good morning, D in the chat family. TGIF, what is going on, KC? I saw that nightclap thumbnail and just shook my head, D. I'm not going to listen to it, but I'm going to show y'all how they took the bait. Zedric called it out. Zedric said, oh, Lord, now Nightcap going to run with this. And they sure did. Saka Fat, greetings all. What's going on, Ivar? Todd Monken said Watson isn't there yet. Sounds like he wants him to start. I'm not gonna read too much into what he meant and just go based on what he said. That's how I handle it. That's easy because he is so upfront with information. You don't really got to do the extra. We're not dealing with Kevin Stefanski anymore. We don't got to do the extra. Why y'all take the bait, fam? Yeah, I didn't take the bait. Mary Kay Poppins needs to go make the Off the Record fam some sandwiches. Go get us some sandwiches, like Shiloh said. Go make some sandwiches, Mary. The problem the Browns have with if Deshaun Watson starting balls out, it's if they want to re-sign him and have to pay him double on top of his current contract. That's a fact. Not something they're going to do. That's a new T-shirt. Go make a sandwich. Hey, Shiloh is one of us now, so Shiloh might be up to something with some merch. So I'm not gonna steal his vibe when he made famous. Monken says Shiloh is a grown man and it's his opinion. Go get you one. He sure did, Craig. I'm in love with Mary Kay. She's my main thing. She makes me feel all right. She makes my heart sing. Not the sandwiches. Nobody cares what that sandwich Karen had to say. I like that. Let's see. Where we at? Mary Jane. More like Mary Kay ain't popping. Mary Kay ain't popping. Y'all want to know the song that I thought about when this happened? I wish I could implement music into my stream, like my live streams. It's not something I could do with like big artists and big songs, but this is a song. Let's see. Hopefully my phone can zoom in and y'all will be able to see it. If not, I'll just tell y'all. Let's see if we get on camera. Everybody plays the fool. Everybody plays the fool. Hey, everybody plays the fool. So many people got played by Mary Kay. She did it all for clout, y'all. She did it all for clout. And she got a lot of people. She didn't get me. She didn't get me. We're caught up on the chat. Shout out to y'all. Mary Kay didn't get me. It didn't work. I didn't fall for it. I didn't fall for it. Hey, everybody plays the fool. A bunch of people played the fool the last couple days. Not me though. Let's get this thing going. I got a question for y'all. Now, since I launched the merch, I know a lot of people tapped into OffThaRecordDee.com, but I want to know, did y'all realize I actually put together a website to describe and give you the story of the merch, especially the hashtag NewCleveland merch? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know I did that? So let me show y'all something. I got to show y'all the shirt of the day because we rocking the shirts, right? Let me show y'all. Let me stand up here. Let me get it on camera. I ain't going to bring the mic up for this one. I'm just going to show y'all. All right. This is, y'all see it. My light is shining on it, so it's a little bit bright. But today, I'm rocking the gradient hashtag NewCleveland. That's what I'm rocking today. So let me show y'all and tell y'all the story. I thought it was perfect to wear this shirt on this day after the past 48 hours we had. You've got mail. Let me see what Zedric got for us. Let me grab it. I got to go to my other chat to grab it. Let's see. Oh, that's funny, Zedric. I saved that as one of the things. That is one of the things. That is one of the things that I saw, and I thought that was hilarious from Boog. Shout out to Zedric. Shout out to Zedric. That's the plug right there, y'all. Our Jizzle, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. That's it. I'm not falling for it either. I scroll past her shenanigans every time. She do anything for clout. Just like the Migos say, she do anything for clout. Let me show y'all something. Because this was a perfect day to wear the Gradient #NewCleveland shirt. And I put some stuff together for y'all. I put some work in, y'all. So, y'all see this right here? This is Cleveland in the backdrop. That's the Cleveland skyline in the backdrop. Y'all see the gradient look to it. Y'all see the sun is rising. This is #NewCLE.com. I created a whole website to tell this story clearly. So right below that, this is what you're going to see. Now, I'm just going to read it to you because I thought this was the perfect day. The gradient #NewCleveland design represents a new day in Cleveland. It points to momentum, growth, and a push toward winning. It's about transition, not staying stuck in the same story, but moving forward toward something better. Y'all see that? I put this together for y'all. It almost seems like I just wrote this last night. I didn't. I did it. I wrote this a while ago, y'all. I saw the mindset shift. I saw the mindset change. I saw it playing out. If you notice, I got the Nightbot working. The Nightbot has been dropping #NewCleveland, #NewCLE in the chat. This is why. It's telling the story. So we just had to tie it all together today. We had to tie it all together. I wanted y'all to know, when y'all see #NewCLE in the chat, check out the website. It explains the designs. Then you can decide to go to OffThaRecordDee.com. If you want, it's right here. You can click it. See if you like the merch. Tap in, y'all. Tap in. Hopefully y'all are seeing the story. The story is being written right in front of your eyes. Let's keep it going. Let's get to some motivation. We got this thing going. It's going to be a great stream. Great stream, everybody. It's going to be a great stream. All right. Y'all know, usually I don't like to play motivation from one person and then play it again from the same person the next stream. But you know what? I always going to shout you out for this. I'm always going to shout you out for this, Key Mathis. Key Mathis was the first person to put me on to Dr. Myles Monroe, and I love his teaching so much. I listen to him so much. I listen to him so much. So listen to him here. Check it out.
In life, the average human being is so mediocre that to be a genius, just do a little extra. Y'all missed that. People are so normal. To be an expert, just go 1 inch abnormal, and they think you're great. So don't judge your success by the masses, what they think of you. Judge yourself by what God told you to do. Can I put it another way? When experience is your best teacher, then progress is imprisoned. Experience could be a curse. I've been taught by my parents years ago that experience is the best teacher. I don't believe that anymore. Experience could cause you to stop progressing because you keep judging your dreams by your experience or your vision by your experience, and you end up saying, I tried that before, or I never saw anyone do it that way. And you begin to use your experience to stop your progress. This is why God always makes history with young people. Because old people got too much experience. You all remember the story with David and Goliath? The problem with Saul, who was the king, was he had experience. And he tried to put his experience on David. He told David, wear my armor, wear my shield, use my sword. David put it on. David said, this thing is too heavy. And he went out and fought the giant with something the giant never saw before. A sling. How do you fight a rock with a sword? The giant says, what is this thing he's using? The giant is trained, experienced with a sword. So he expected an experienced swordsman to come and fight him. But here comes a little boy with equipment he ain't never seen before. We need some people like that in the 21st century who come with some things that they ain't never seen at the office. Think of some ideas that wreck the whole system. That's why Stephen Jobs will always be in history as a great inventor. He keep defying his own experience. I was reading his watching a documentary on him 2 weeks ago, and they said that when the iPhone came out, they said to him, that's it. You who worships the past will remain in it.
Oh, man, talk about a mic drop and a walk-off. You who worships the past will remain in it. It makes sense, right? Everybody caught up on what happened last year. They're not looking at what's going on right now. They are stuck in last year. Mary Kay stuck in the 1990s with how things work. Hey, she can fool a lot of people. She won't fool me, though. Man, I love Dr. Myles Monroe. Man, oh, man. I just love his teachings. I always go back to it. I listen to him a lot. I listen to him a ton. And I try to I try to switch it up for y'all, but I was just like, this is too fitting for what's happening right now. It's way too fitting. Way too fitting. So let me catch up on the chat, and then let me go to the next portion of the stream. Dr. Myles Monroe, he just putting it out there. I don't like to be boxed in because I'm always open to change. I'm always open to new ideas. I'm always open to new things. If you box yourself in and get stuck in your ways, man, oh man, you're going to get left behind. And nobody's going to come pull you up to speed. They're just going to leave you there. I don't want to be left behind. I don't want to be left behind. So I thought this was just great for the moment. Just beautiful for the moment. So let me catch up on the chat, and we're going to keep this thing pushing forward. Where did I leave off at? I left off here. No banana in the tailpipe, right, D? That's a fact. What was that movie with Eddie Murphy back in the day where they put the banana in the tailpipe? Yeah, they ain't gonna get me. It ain't gonna work. Gotta let them know, Selma Fudd. Okay, D, talk your talk. I'm just trying to paint the picture and make it more clear. We dropped the merch. We dropped the story. It explains what's happening now. Talk your ish, D. Appreciate you, Crown Woman Collective. You better say it, D. Preaching to the church. Nightbot don't want to get deported. That's a fact. I had to talk to him. Or just remember he came at you sideways? I said, hey, you can't be talking to my people like that. He been on his best behavior since then. This is a good personal performance plan. You have Nightbot on. That's a fact. Personal improvement plan, I should say. Good morning, everyone. Miss K, what's going on? What's going on? Y'all notice right after that, what the Nightbot do? He dropped the OffThaRecordDee.com. A little bit after that, he dropped the hashtag NewCleveland.com. That's so you learn the meaning. Learn the story behind it. Learn the story behind the merch, y'all. What T.I. say? We don't want no mediocre. I gotta let y'all know. T.I. is actually one of my favorite artists growing up. Just to let y'all know. So never let him see you sweat. A lot of people have been sweating the last 48 hours. I'm not going to let them see me sweat. I was hip to Myles Monroe back in the 90s, man. I was not hip to him, but I appreciate what he's doing. Saul was a hater. That's a fact. If you like Myles Monroe, you'll love Amos N. Wilson. I wrote that down. I appreciate that, Asante. Stuck in your ways. You can't get stuck in your ways. I know Cleveland media are going to try to drag Coach all they heads about the bus because they ain't going to be able to get it off. It's not going to work. You're never too old to learn. Keep the possibilities open. Talk to him, Black Pearl. Donnie King tapping in from the Netherlands. What's up, D? What up, chat? Wish y'all a blessed day and a happy, free mental Mary Kay health day. Okay, hashtag NewCleveland. Talk to him, Donnie King. C.A. Anderson, that was hard. The way he ended that was crazy. I loved it. That's very on the nose for where we are now. That's why even though I like to not play the same person back-to-back streams for motivation, I had to do it. I had to do it. That's how you have to evolve as you age. That's a fact. So true. I'm not going to be able to do Beverly Hills Cop. Thank you, Craig. You know where I'm at. You know where I'm at. I'll be glad when the season starts so we can no longer have to talk about all the foolishness. Derek, you and me both. That was a mic drop line. Cannot stay stuck in the past. Forward movement only in 2026 and on. Talk to him. Shout out to T.I., one of the ATL Timeless Raps legends. I know so much T.I., y'all will be surprised. So let me see. Did I put this up here? Let me see. This just right while we hear it, this just made me think of something. The Todd father went in on Buddy Nim show today. He did. And we gonna get to it. Let me see. Did I put this up? Let me check something for y'all. I did. So let me take this down for a second. And it's coming together to me. Let me show y'all something. So I want to show y'all something. I told y'all a couple months ago I was close to hitting those 1 million views. I've been live streaming on YouTube right around a year now, and we hit 1 million views in a year on YouTube of live streams. I wouldn't have been able to do that without y'all. So thank you to each and every one of you. If you ever tapped in to any stream, you ever looked at it short, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you to each and every one of y'all. This is a very big accomplishment, y'all. It's a fact that most YouTubers don't even get to the watch hours and the necessary subscribers to get monetized. But then on top of that, 1 million views is definitely put you at a totally different level in 1 year. So thank you to each and every one of y'all. Y'all just made me think about it with the T.I. reference. Now, I'm trying to plan. I didn't forget about y'all. When we're going to do a TikTok live, we're going to do a TikTok live. We're going to just chill, hang out, celebrate 1 million views on YouTube, and just kick back, listen to some music. I got to figure out the dates, but I will keep y'all posted on when we're going to make it happen. I'm going to keep y'all posted on when we're going to make it happen. T.I. in my top 3 too. Yeah, T.I. just made me think of this, and I just wanted to remind y'all that we're going to do it. I did not forget about the idea. We're going to do some form of just a kickback and chill. TikTok is flexible. Y'all will be able to come up and talk. Y'all can pick songs that we can listen to. We're going to have a good old time just celebrating the last year and what we've been able to do over here and what we've been able to build. So if you have TikTok, I'll keep y'all posted on when we're going to do that. Y'all see how my mind works. I had to think about it. Thank you to each and every one of y'all. Shout out to y'all for putting congrats in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all see how my mind works. It just crossed my mind, and I didn't want to forget. I remember Tika was saying, "Hey, just do it on TikTok." So we're gonna put it together. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna put it together. I appreciate each and every one of y'all with the congrats. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. Hey, y'all, we going up. Year 2 will not be like year 1. We're going up, and we're protecting our peace, and we're doing bigger and better things without using clickbait, negativity, and all that controversial stuff. So appreciate each and every one of y'all. I got something for y'all. Now, the Mary Kay stuff is everywhere. Let's try to fix this so y'all can see. I think y'all be able to hear it, but let me adjust this slightly. We're going to do it live. Shout out to Detroit Gemini. Shout out to Zedric. Shout out to Selmo Fudd. We had some overtime. We had some overtime in the last stream, y'all. In the last stream, we had some overtime content. And one of the topics was what Mary Kay said. That was one of the topics. Happy Friday, Off the Record fam. Shiloh Sanders is my new hero. Stop it, Mary Karen. Go make a sandwich. What's going on, Detroit Gemini? What is going on? Now, if you weren't here, Wednesday's stream was a long stream. That was a long stream. I think we went about 3.5 hours. So if you missed the end of that stream, I'm just going to show y'all how much time that I'm willing to spend on this Mary Kay story. I put this out as a short just so y'all can see it. And shout out to y'all for the congrats on the accomplishment. Shout out to y'all. I wouldn't have been able to do it without y'all. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. This is how much time I got for Mary Kay. This much time. Here we go. Did you let Claude write this? Did you put in Did you did you put in make me sound hip, make me sound cool, make Mary Kay? Were you an advocate of the offense cooking last year when you were hailing Kenny Pickett's name? When you were saying Dylan Gabriel was the supercomputer, he had a supercomputer-like brain. Were you saying let them get on the same page and let them cook? Now, let them cook. There's no time to waste. When you advocated for the competition last year, you wanted the competition to keep going on. You wanted them to extend the competition so Kenny Pickett could get a shot. But this year is no time to waste, and we ain't touched OTAs yet. Mary Kay, you got to go somewhere else with that. We don't believe you. You need more people. Mary Kay.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's all I got for Mary Kay, y'all. I don't got nothing else for her. Mary Kay is not getting a lot of time on the stream. That's all she gets from me. That's it. That's it. If you were looking for me to go on and on and on about Mary Kay, that's all she get. That's all she get. She not getting no more time, no more energy from me. That's all she get. That's my response. That's my first, second, last, final to Mary Kay. Let's keep it pushing forward. And this is why I feel that way. Hold on, let me fix this. I gotta adjust the screen. Let me adjust the screen. We doing it live over here. We doing it live. Let's go here. Let's pull this up. And let's go here so y'all can see it. Y'all can see it. I'm just taking some advice from the former president, George W. Bush. Y'all remember this?
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Fool me, can't get fooled again. I can't get fooled again by Mary Kay. I can't get fooled again by Mary Kay. I will not fall for it. I will not fall for it. It's not going to work. You got me last year. Yeah, you ain't gonna get me this year. You ain't gonna get me this year. It's gonna be a bunch of people who are willing to speak a lot on Mary Kay. More power to them. Shout out to them. They could do whatever they choose with how they do their content. But over here, we gonna keep it moving. We gonna keep it moving. All right, now, unfortunate. Child, I had to get some things off my chest about Mary Kay myself. It's all good, Tika. It's all good. Release it. Just like I always play for Crown Woman Collective. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Release it. Release it, y'all. Release it. Release it. That's all you got to do. Just release it. Release it. Don't hold on to it. Shout out to Shanithia. So let me tell you all this real quick. Patreon is doing something. They're trying to make a social media feed inside of Patreon. With them doing that, Patreon has added a separate account to my creator account of Patreon, so I can see everything. I cannot respond to DMs. I cannot respond to y'all messages. It's crazy, but I can see everything. I can see everything. I can't respond, so it's crazy. But if you messaged me in the last couple of days, that's what's going on. I sent all the information over to Patreon, waiting on them to get it fixed. Waiting on them to get it fixed, but I see y'all. I feel y'all. So shout out to Zedric, DM me over there. Shanithia, DM me over there. Tika, DM me over there. Marie, DM me over there. I'm not ignoring y'all DMs. They just got to work on the back end because all of my messages are just getting blocked right in the send. I hit send. It said message not going through. So I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm just I gotta wait for them to fix it. So I had to say that about Patreon. But shout out to Shanithia. She brought this up on Patreon. Here we go.
That's what it was. But before he got injured, he wasn't looking great. And that's what really resonated with us because, as Mike Wilbon pointed out, there was a time when he was being compared to Patrick Mahomes. It was Patrick Mahomes and everybody else, but Deshaun Watson was coming because that's how elite he was in Houston. So to see the precipitous, flagrant drop-off that has taken place in his career, it's been incredibly, incredibly alarming. Having said that, Wilbon, I don't have any problem with him having the inside track because of that money. It was $238 million guaranteed, $230 million guaranteed, then the extra $28 million, like you pointed out.
Money. They keep going to money. They keep going to money. They keep going to money. This is a problem. They never get into performance. This is a problem. They will not go to performance. We're not going to spend a lot of time here. We are not going to waste a lot of time on people who just keep ending up in the same bad spot. That's Stephen A. His whole take. Sunken cost fallacy is what I would say. Zedric said they were going to do this. Zedric said they were going to do this, and they did it. Here we go.
Competition and have the inside track to be named QB1 according to Mary Kay Cabot. Head coach Todd Monken hopes to declare or at least identify his starting quarterback by the end of mandatory minicamps June 9th through the 11th. Ocho, I know it's early.
Yeah.
We were talking about this.
Yep. Yes.
We looked at the $46 million salary.
Yes, sir.
It's hard for a guy to be a $46 million to be on the bench. Either he going to start or you going to trade him or release him.
We're not going to spend a lot of time on it. Exact same thing. Money. Talk to me about performance. When you got Andrew Berry talking about performance, you got Coach Monken, the Todd father, talking about performance. How come nobody else talk about performance? They only talk about money. Money is the only reason. Let me catch up on the chat, and then we're going to get just a quick view of the sunk cost fallacy, and this is the mistake I see them making every single time they bring this up. Let's catch up on the chat. Let's catch up on the chat. Mary Kay forgot her meds. Mary Kay equal clout chaser. Shaking my head. She do anything for clout. That's a fact. We ain't gonna touch that one. Mary Kay on line 1. OMG, this Friday is crazy. Excuse me. I told y'all I'm feeling good. Can't get fooled again. They cannot. Talk to him, C. Anderson. Tell him what you want on your sandwich. Let me get some bacon, lettuce, tomato on my sandwich. In spite, GWB efforts. Okay, got you. George Bush efforts. He did ensure children were left behind. Comprehension in the toilet. It's down the drain. I wish I had a toilet flusher, but that's we'll keep it moving. Tika says she let it go. Very good, D. I was done with her months ago. No need to keep repeating her crazy port. That's a fact. That's all I got for her. OMG, you on one today, D. Black Pearl, I told you I'm feeling good. Slept like a baby. Nobody thinking about her. She's a non-factor. Back to regularly scheduled program, D. Talk to him. Just going to say it up front, I don't rock with Stephen A. Craig, I love it. Hey, just say it. I don't rock with him. I like it. Joanna, good morning. How you feeling? That wasn't a long time comparison either. Maybe 1 year at most. They bring up 6 years ago. When they talk about Deshaun Watson being good. Come on, man. Stephen A. is questionable as well. That's a fact. People don't understand Deshaun Watson contract prices pennies to these owners. Money already spent. Why, Shay? Why? Money. Also, there's no other team pushing the staying QB position. They are not. We just jumped. Deshaun Watson 4 time has passed. Deshaun throws balls in the dirt. Pause. He won't be here next year. Why start him? Stop it. That's a fact.
Stop it. Get some help.
All right, let me grab what you got, Selma Fudd. Let me grab what you got. All right, I grabbed it. Let's see if we got any sound, just in case I got to pause it as we go through. KC Concepcion, and it's by Prentice Premier. Shout out to Prentice Premier. I see you grinding, putting in that work. Shout out to Prentice Premier. All right, where we leave off at? I laugh every time you hit that buzzer on the stupidity. You got to. I don't listen to Shedeur or Stephen A. Can't stand them. They fall for every trap. Also, there's no other team pushing this starter QB crap. There's not. D, I just found the chat feature on Patreon. I'm excited to join the chat moving forward. Shout out to you, TK. Shout out to you. When Marie comes in, I gotta I got to figure out what's kind of going on in Marie's situation so we can make sure she also gets to experience the chat. I think that's one of the best features on Patreon. So just want to make sure everybody gets to enjoy it. Also, Patreon, I ain't forget about y'all. Y'all got In the Weeds coming on Saturday this week just because of the Patreon stuff and what's been going on. In the Weeds on Saturday. Normally In the Weeds or extra Patreon content is Tuesday, Thursday. This week we're going to do Tuesday and Saturday because we're having a few issues with Patreon on my end, not on y'all end. It's just Maya. What's going on? Good morning. D, what are the odds of them resigning him if he plays well? In my opinion, none. So it makes 0 sense. Talk to him, Maurice. Good morning, everybody. Talk to him, Maurice. It makes no sense. All right, so let's do this, man. It's gonna get a little bit dry, but stay with me now. Stay with me. Listen to this.
Is a common decision-making trap where people continue investing time, money, or effort into something just because they've already invested a lot, even if it no longer makes sense. The logic goes, we've come this far, we can't quit now. But sunk costs, past investments that can't be recovered, shouldn't influence future choices. In business, this fallacy can lead to throwing good money after bad, like continuing a failing project, keeping underperforming products, or resisting change. Rational decision-making should focus on expected future value, not past effort. Awareness of this bias helps leaders make smarter, more objective calls, cutting losses early and reallocating resources where they matter most.
Hold on, this last part I want y'all to hear.
Letting go isn't admitting failure, it's making space for better opportunities.
Letting go isn't admitting failure, it's making space for better opportunities. Everybody only uses oh man, they sunk so much cost. They put so much into Deshaun. Y'all were saying this the other day in the chat. You can't get the money back, the money spent. You can't get the money back. So they have to move forward. It's the weakest argument I hear people make. It's the weakest argument I hear people make. Now let me show y'all something else. Y'all know I like the stock market. This is not financial advice at all. I'm going to show you a story where people double and triple down only to lose $50 million collectively. $50 million. These are not hedge funds. These were everyday people who thought they couldn't lose with the strategy they were using to trade in the market. Let's play it for you. Or not play it, I'm going to read it to you. I experienced a catastrophic financial loss. How options trader Captain Condor led his followers to a $50 million wipeout. $50 million. This is a real story. This is on Market Watch. This happened right around Christmas in 2025. This just happened not that long ago. Real story. And I'll show you where they made their biggest mistake. Very similar to what people are telling everybody to do with Deshaun Watson. They got a bunch of ads on here. The fatal flaw will finally cause, I don't know how to pronounce his name, and his crew to lose most or all of their trading capital was his use of the martingale betting system. In the martingale system, the bettor doubles down after each loss, hoping to recoup their money and then some. This is a real thing, y'all. This is a real strategy that people lose. They do this and they lose. Big time. Let's listen to one of the people's experience. On Christmas Eve, I experienced a catastrophic financial loss in the stock market. The loss happened suddenly and completely changed my circumstances overnight. This person had to go create a GoFundMe on Christmas Day because they got wiped out. This is real. This is a poor strategy, poor technique. I want to show y'all this. This is the result of I put so much money into it, I got to get something back out of it instead of cutting your losses. So I showed y'all what sunken cost fallacy is. Y'all have heard me saying that a lot when it comes to Deshaun. I also showed you a real life trading situation where a group of traders lost $50 million using a similar strategy. It doesn't work. You have to deal with the loss, accept it, and move forward. You have to. It's nothing. It is nothing Deshaun Watson can do to make the Browns $200 million next year. It's nothing he can do. It's nothing he can do. So when people get up here and say, Deshaun Watson, because we put so much money into him, is nothing he can do to make them $200 million. They got to let it go. You got to look forward to the future. Stop looking to the past. Anytime I can sneak in a little trading stuff because I enjoy this, y'all know I will. Y'all know I will. Put the wrist up on these suckers. Hashtag NewCleveland. Talk to them. Good morning, Ms. Brown. Good morning, Ms. Brown. The money argument is weak. I agree, and I keep seeing people make it. That's why I'm choosing the Shedeur attitude unbothered as they remain unwatched by me. Tony Yayo, I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. Every good team does this with no problem. I really believe JW and Haslam want Watson to start. JW low-key blamed AB for Watson's contract on the Rizzo show. I reacted to that as well. And to me, it was not a glowing response. It was not a glowing response or a glowing endorsement of Deshaun Watson. He said he looks good. He looks healthy. People should get behind him if they can get behind him. And if he goes out there and does well, great. If he doesn't do well, then we'll deal with it. That's not a glowing endorsement to me. When you got a perfect example, when you have to hedge your statement, hedge your bet. If he does well at the beginning, the end, if he doesn't do well, oh well. He hedged his bet. He sat directly in the middle. He did not say, I believe he's going to do well. He did not say, I want to see him do well. He did not say any of those things. He hedged his bet and he planted himself firmly in the gray area. Firmly in the gray area. So I heard it. I saw it. It was words. That's about it. I heard some words. That's all I heard. So I'm not worried about it. I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing. I'm not worried about it. They just can't get past their internal dysfunction, stuck on stupid. I don't believe this is internal. I believe this is external. I believe, based on what Todd Monken said this morning, they internally are probably laughing at the Cleveland microphones. That's what I hear and see. I believe they're laughing at them. Laughing at them. What's going on, Shanithia?
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
Come to Off the Record D, where we going to read your super chats. Your voice is going to be heard. What's going on, Shanithia? Welcome in. Welcome in. Shout out to C.A. Anderson.
Cole, you stupid.
Let's make sure I got, whoops, wrong one. That's not C.A. Anderson. This is C.A. Anderson.
This is a foolishness. Foolishness.
You don't know what you're doing.
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
See, Anderson got something to say. It's sunny. It's crisp. It's Friday. The party is on. Thanks for your stream. Baby, real and out the gray. No double walking. No yin and yang talking D. You are a real one. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I wanted to make sure that I didn't dance around any subjects, hence the name, Eliminate the Gray. I also wanted to give you real examples. I also wanted to let y'all know how much time I spent on Mary Kay. Not much. Not much. Not much. So I appreciate you. And we are breaking it down in a multitude of different ways. We are showing how people keep making the same mistake. They're going to make the same mistake. The losses only get bigger. They don't get smaller. So shout out to you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you seeing it. CL7111, what's going on? Hi all. Happy Friday. A little late, but here. What's going on? That's dead money. Let it go. That's a fact. I'm just not touching you once. You had a season-ending injury, let alone 2 of them. And if you want to go back, he's had 3 of them because he had an ACL tear previously. So a bunch of them. Everybody spending Haslam money like it's theirs. That's a fact. The money issue is an excuse. Ask AZ and Miami. They said, we don't care. We don't care. Get your hat and coat and head out the door. Arizona and Miami. That's correct. They sent Kyler Murray packing. They sent Tua packing. They sent Russell Wilson packing. So when I say those things and I bring that up, it's true. You can't let this be determined by money. This has to be performance. Football is performance-based. A.O. Williams, you heard some words, D. That's all I heard. He said words. JW said some words. That's about it. That's about it to me. For the first time after Mary Kay's report, they changed the depth chart to Watson QB1. So something is to this. Remember where you got to go to find the depth chart, Detroit Gemini. Remember where you got to go find the depth chart. Are you looking at the ESPN depth chart? Just remember, don't fall for the okie doke. What will happen is people will get you lost going down all these rabbit holes. All you got to do is listen to the decision makers. We're going to listen to the decision maker, and her report means nothing. Remember, Iron Mike Tyson was up there, and he said it's garbage. It means nothing. Garbage. It means nothing. Listen to the decision makers. Am I going to believe Mary Kay's sources, or am I going to believe the decision maker, the one who's making the final decision? Don't fall for it. Don't let him get you. Don't let him get you. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. All right, what we got next? We got, I believe this is the other video that I missed the other day. This is Cleveland's own Rich Paul speaking on Shedeur. Hopefully it loads up. Let me get the sound for y'all. All right, let's go back to the beginning.
So, meantime, your Browns draft another quarterback in the 6th round. What are you feeling about that?
I'm not too concerned about that. I think Shedeur is our quarterback, and we have a healthy Deshaun. But I think Shedeur.
So you say even if Deshaun Watson is healthy, it's Shedeur for sure for you.
For me, I'm not
Shedeur
Andrew Berry, but for me,
why?
Because Shedeur is the quarterback that we all seen the potential for him to be. I just talked about this. He just adds so many other kids want to come and see him play.
He creates an excitement.
An excitement throughout the stadium, throughout the sponsorship, throughout the people that's tailgating in the parking lot.
Like when you talk about a position that affects everyone, that can affect your defense. That gives the whole franchise juice.
He has that charisma. By the way, he stayed there all off season long, which shows his seriousness. Even having a new coach coming in, he's there, right? And I imagine, he's comfortable now. He's gotten past all the naysayer stuff that was going on, the down of being drafted late when he know in his heart of hearts he should have been drafted higher. And
he can throw it down the field accurately.
In this year's draft, we know he should have been drafted higher as it pertains to stats and things of that nature. So I just think that he's so intrinsic when it comes to everything you want as a franchise.
How is it possible?
Now he can actually play the game. He don't have all those other things that can't play. You got to be able to play football.
How is it possible? He's not the fastest guy for.
Talk to him, Rich. Talk to him. Everybody talks about business when they talk about Deshaun Watson. Okay, let me ask y'all a question. Deshaun Watson, everybody is saying the Browns are in the red $200 million based on what they giving Deshaun Watson. You think they in the red based on what they giving Shedeur? Come on, man. Everybody, just use your thinking caps like they used to tell us in school. Use your thinking caps. How are you going to talk to me about business and say Deshaun Watson is in the red? You are trying to get back your $200 million when Shedeur is nothing but put you in the green. Use your thinking caps, everybody. Just think about it. Slow down. Slow down. Breathe. Act like you're at the free throw line and you're about to shoot a free throw. What is the first thing you see an NBA player do? The game is on the line. The crowd is cheering. You're in somebody else's arena. You got to hit this shot to ice the game. What is the first thing they do? They grab the basketball. They breathe. The first thing they do is breathe. I want y'all to breathe. Just breathe. Don't let them get you. Don't let them get you. They got you last year. They got you last year. Don't let them get you again. A fool man can't get fooled again. Do y'all want to see George W. again? Don't let him get you. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. What's going on, Marie? Good morning, D. Off the record fam. Happy Friday.
Stay on that side when they switched up. You switched up, stay on that side, man.
Switched up, stay on that side. I hope Shedeur hires him as an agent. Shots fired. Good morning, Charmaine. Hardest working woman in Ohio. What's going on? Hired this man, Shedeur. Rich Paul, solid dude. Solid dude. Yesterday, I was on my feelings when they started attacking Shiloh, but I'm back to me today. I had a few things to say yesterday. Folks were talking reckless in G. Bush chat. Yeah, I was never going to fall for the trap. Don't tell me. Hold on. Let me do this first before I'm still gonna go with that thought. But Marie, what operating system do you use for Patreon? I really want to make sure I can help you get access to the chat. Also, I can't respond on Patreon because they're having an issue with the back end on Patreon. They got wires crossed, so I can see everything. I can't respond. So Marie, let me know what operating system on. If you're on Android, if you're on iPhone, so then I can work to make sure we can get you to the group chat on Patreon. Next, I'll say this. Don't sit up here and tell me everybody has freedom of speech. Don't tell me everybody has freedom of speech, and then you want to cancel somebody or tell somebody they can't say how they feel. I said this to y'all last week. Don't go start clutching your pearls when I defend my brother, when y'all been dogging my brother for over a year now. And I sat there and I took it all. And now it's a new opportunity. It's a new day in Cleveland. It's a new energy in Cleveland. It's a new mindset. It's a coach that believes in him. It's a GM that's shown belief in him. And y'all still are trashing my brother. Don't cancel me for defending him. You only want to clutch your pearls when the person who has been constantly getting attacked defends themselves. No. Why is nobody canceling the people who are doing the attacking? Stop clutching your pearls because Shiloh said something back when they said all type of foolishness about Shedeur. I'm not clutching my pearls. I'm not turning my back on Shiloh. I'm not saying Shiloh can't voice and express how he feels. Shiloh, I'm with you. Even if other people are afraid to say they are with you, Shiloh, I'm going to make it clear. I'm with you. Do like you were taught as a child and you protect your brother. They have been taking shots at your brother for over a year. The whole family sat quiet. The whole family sat quiet. They cost him $40 million. $40 million, and people laugh at it like it's a joke. And now that he comes out to defend his brother, now people want to say, oh, we got to cancel Shiloh. He don't have the right to say that. Come on, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. And if you don't like what I'm saying, that's perfectly fine. I only want volunteers to show up. I don't want you to feel like you are forced to be here. Yes, I want people to watch my content, but if you don't like what you see here, I'm not keeping you here. I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel. If I feel strongly about something, I'm going to make it clear. I'm not going to dance around it. This is called eliminate the gray. I'm not only going to eliminate the gray when I think somebody has a bad cake. I'm also going to eliminate the gray when I'm standing with a person who has the same opportunity as everyone else to voice their opinion. That concludes my TED Talk. Let's get back to what Rich Paul talked about. Sorry, y'all. I just had to get that off my chest.
For this day and age, how is it possible that Deion Sanders' son plays quarterback and he's not fast by today's quarterback
because
standards?
God gave Deion mostly everything. What you want him to do?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's it. In one family,
the one
God said, if I make one guy that fast, he's using up the speed.
What do you mean that fast? That fast? That shifty? That charismatic?
Yeah.
That I mean,
Deion
dual
is the man.
threat.
The
man played baseball. He wore
people can say
diamond
whatever they
chains
want. Other than Lawrence Taylor, Deion Sanders is the best football player I ever saw.
But this is what I'm saying. So you expect Shedeur.
Don't at me. Is that what I'm supposed to say?
The one thing God gave Shedeur that he didn't give Deion was an arm.
Right.
I mean,
if
Shedeur's
Deion
like,
Sanders had an arm.
Now wait a minute. I mean, Shedeur's like, damn, thank you.
Right.
You left something out there for me. Because Deion got everything.
Deion got everything.
I mean, what else could
and
the kid
I shall
do?
give your son an arm. Yeah.
Thank you, God.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Shout out to the plug. Shout out to Zedric for sending this. This is one of the clips that I missed at the end of the stream on Wednesday. But shout out to Marie for opening up a lane for me to just get that off my chest and make it clear and make it plain. So that's what I'm going to do, y'all. That's what I'm going to do. And I want y'all to know this. Just because I have a elevated voice, or just because I say it clear, I say it directly, just because I do those things, that doesn't mean I'm in my feelings. That doesn't mean I'm feeling some type of way. That doesn't mean any of those things. I just want to make it clear. I want to make it plain. So many times when we're watching stuff, I say, make it plain for me. I don't just ask people to make it plain without also making it plain for other people. So I just got to make it plain. Just got to make it plain. What we got next on the docket, y'all? What we got next? I thought this was interesting. I was up, last night putting stuff together for the show. This is Malik Collins, Browns defensive tackle, who is off to an amazing year, and he was on with Teron Armstead, and he was talking about his situation with the Browns, his recovery. He's going to talk about Todd Monken. I think he was one of the people that unlocked the defense. Excuse me. He went down. He got injured last year. Things changed. But I think he unlocked the defense. This is one of those where I wanted to show y'all. I'm looking for stuff that y'all might not have seen, even in a short window, because this just came out 20 hours ago. But I watched this whole interview last night. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. Let's catch up on the chat, and then we're gonna play this interview. All right, where we leave off at? We are here. Exactly. Let me see. Exactly. Shiloh can say what he wants. That's a fact. Yes, he did. The Sanders is supposed to take the high road and shut up. No, he's human too. That's a fact. Headache game. In my opinion, there is nothing misogynistic about what Shiloh said. Let me address that, Casey. Shout out to you. Let me address that. People act as if a woman makes a mistake, there isn't a segment of sports fans who will say this is why women need to be out of sports. That was the point that he was making. I got that coming up next, Marie. That was the point he was making. People act as if there isn't a segment that will do that. He was acknowledging that segment, saying, hey, don't fall for this. Don't clutch your pearls when somebody's pointed out things we saw happen. We've seen this happen. I didn't talk about the Diana Rossini stuff with Mike Vrabel, but are we going to act like people didn't say, oh, well, this is how other attractive women get stories, get insight? Don't act like that didn't happen. We watched it happen. Just because he voiced it, it's not an issue. I know people don't want to touch that, but it's the truth. All you got to do is look it up. I'll give you some examples if you don't believe me. I believe it was Marie. I believe her name is Marie Taylor. She is now on the NFL coverage on NBC. She messed up her ballot, and she didn't vote for Anthony Davis for Defensive Player of the Year. They said this is why women should not be able to vote on awards in sports. That's an example of what Shiloh was talking about. So people got to stop acting like we haven't seen this stuff play out before in multiple situations. And remember, people only want to box you in so they can put you in a negative box. They never want to box you in and put you in a positive box. That's why I made it very clear. How does Mary Kay have the opportunity to say whatever she wants to say and is protected, but we don't offer Shiloh that same opportunity? Are they both human beings? Do they both have the right to free speech? Or do they only have the right to free speech if you agree with what they say? Hey, I'm just going to ask the questions, y'all. I'm just going to be the one to ask the questions. So if people want to use that to attack Shiloh, first off, it's a weak argument because he's called out something that we just saw happen in the last 15 days in sports media. Like I said, I stand with Shiloh. Volunteers, y'all. I'm looking for volunteers. I'm not looking for people who don't want to be here. Volunteers, y'all. Volunteers. All right, let's keep it moving. Thank you to KC for setting that up for me. They can say what they want, but we can't say nothing back. That's a fact. Craig, I 100% agree, D. People just love throwing around words because it sounds good in PC. That's a fact. Shedeur doesn't need to be fast. Yeah, it's a conversation. It got there. I like how Rich Paul handled it, but he don't need to be fast. I am my brother's keeper. If you got siblings, you know you were taught to make sure you protect your brother. If you got siblings, you know you were taught that when you were growing up. You know you were. That's what an agent does. You don't let your client continually get attacked. Yin and Yang talking D. I'll say it D. That double walking. I'll say it D. Two-Face or UCSS. You can. Oh shucks. You can walk on the fences, Mr. G. Bush. You don't have to read this. Fine, but I said it. This is a place where you have the freedom to voice your opinion. I don't muzzle people on this side, so you don't have to. You can voice your opinion here. You can voice your opinion here. That woman is consistently using R-word tropes to describe Shedeur, but no one can come back at her comments. That's crazy. That's a fact. Laurie, what's going on? Replay gang. Rent still due. Hey, D and the family. The question he just asked is dumb. A lot of children do not have their parents' traits. Big dummy. They just ask it just to. Dion did play QB as well. They got to look it up. I like that they sleep on his athleticism. Proves them wrong every time. I think because he didn't do it as much, everyone else, they missed it. That's a fact. Tessa, what's going on? Welcome in.
Well.
What's up, y'all? I see Cleveland media is big mad, but they see this ain't what they want. That's a fact. Okay, D, we all tired of the nonsense. I agree with you there, Detroit Gemini. They tried to pull the sexist title because he told her to go make a sandwich. That's a fact. I'm in the clouds. That question mess with my rent buddy. Don't let him get to you. Don't let him get to you. Let's see. Don't let him get to you. Chat highlight. Where you at? Oh, wrong chat. Let's do this. There we go. Let's go here.
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
Come to Off the Record D, where we gonna read your super chats. Your voice is gonna be heard.
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
D, I am 100% with you. I was responding all over social media yesterday. Now I'm back to chill. Shiloh, when someone comes at your family, do what comes natural. Talk to him. I have a rule. This is more than a rule. I would say more of a philosophy of how I carry myself. I limit disrespecting people because when you disrespect someone, they have the ability to respond how they want. So if you notice, even in this thing, even where people might say is drama or is this or is that, I keep it on a person's takes. Rarely do you hear me attacking a person's looks, a person's preferences in life or anything. I keep it on their takes because I know as soon as you go outside that box of what they're saying about sports, they can attack you however you want to because you open the door for it. So I'm right there with you, Shanithia. I'm right there with you. It is disheartening. They don't see Shedeur as a human. People like Mary Kay, they ruined his intro to the NFL. Now they're trying to ruin his sophomore year. Glad he has that solid foundation in us. That's a fact. They prank called him and messed up his special day. Leave him, Shiloh, and his family alone. They hate black, confident, assertive. heterosexual men, and that's what the Sanders men are. Shaking my head. Hashtag NewCleveland. They don't like it. I meant to send this to you. Good interview. Yeah, this was good. I was up watching this last night. D, did you see that clip I sent on Patreon and Shiloh short collab with JB last night? Yes, I got it coming up next, right after this one. Me too. I am better today. Thank you for your post. I got y'all. It's another clip where RP is draped in Shedeur gear. RP? I'm lost. Tell me who RP is. Talk that talk, D. I just gotta make it clear. I gotta make it clear. Shout out to Miss Sparkle.
I got money.
Shout out to Miss Sparkles. I needed this today. Thank you, D. I got y'all. I told y'all, I woke up feeling good, slept like a baby. I didn't have no issues. I know what to look past. I know what to respond to. I know what to pay attention to. They got me last year. They will not get me this year. Year 2 will not be like year 1. It was a slogan that I created, but it is something that I truly believe. I truly believe it. D, you're good. Rumble, young man, rumble. I appreciate you, Keith Hunt. Joy Taylor and Rossini slick set the women in sports journalism back a little. We just seen it. Like, for them to try to act like what he was saying had no value is crazy. It's crazy. Todd Monken said, who go first doesn't mean anything. It will rotate day by day. Don't fall for the foolishness. I'll say that. Hashtag NewCleveland. Isn't Todd Monken doing an interview this morning on 92.3 The Fan, or did I miss it? I woke up this morning and I got the interview. We got 2 quick videos to get through, and then we're going to get to the interview. If you're not being responsible with your power, people have the duty and the right to check you on it. Talk to him, Maurice. Joy Taylor got a lot of stories. She does. She slings mud all the time. Can't be mad when it gets slung back. Gotta be consequences for that. That's a fact. I'm proud of Shiloh, and I know Monken, AB, and the entire team is happy Shiloh clapped back. Todd Monken said, hey, it's his opinion. He's a grown man. He's entitled to it. Todd was on today. He said, he has not made a decision in so many words. That's a fact. What it is, they don't want a black man talking that way to a white woman. Mary Kay is a famed vampire. She's drunk off Shedeur's popularity. She wants to be the story. That's a fact. Man, them days are over. Shedeur always been run 5 with the ball. It's not his first or his second option. He been doing it. Nothing is new. I agree with that. Don't fall for the banana and tailpipe. That's a fact. Tool man, what's going on? How you feeling, man? I stand with Shiloh too, D. Yeah, I'm drawing the line in the sand. I'm standing with him. Also, Dawg head, Mary Kay brought up Shiloh. He didn't say anything. That's a fact. Shiloh coming for Ocho and Jason Lloyd next. He's here now. Worst thing media can't stand to see is unity and a happy team. Nothing sells clicks more than controversy, dysfunction, and infighting. That's a fact. D, I didn't play it yet, Marie. I got you. I did not play it yet. I'm listening, but I'm in a meeting with my frat brother. He flew in from Washington, D.C. to attend his 50th high school reunion. Shout out to you, Dr. Clyde Marshall. Shout out to you. Enjoy your time with your frat brother. Media will throw pepper in the desert, salt on your wounds, and anything to ruin the taste of hope. That's a fact, too, man. Rich Paul. Okay, thank you, Arjizzle. My bad. Thank you. That JB and Shiloh video has me looking at things in a different way. These content creators is all about the Benjamins. I ain't mad at them. I just gotta be. I just ain't gotta be the one to watch who I pay. That's a fact. That's a fact. So we're caught up. We got Malik Collins here. Then we got Shiloh next, and then after that we got the main event. We got Todd Monken, the Todd father. Let's go, Malik Collins.
That's just something that really stuck with me.
Yeah, that's dope.
Also, y'all, I want to let y'all know something. These football players who are really big, very physical and aggressive on the field, and when they talk and they're calm, I'm like, man, that is a tamed beast when they get on the field, because they know the power, the strength that they have. He is so calm. He is so, like, just relaxed. I really like this Malik Collins view. I really like this. I like his mindset as well.
That's dope, bro. I had to note that because it is real. I see it. It's genuine response. Like, man, it's you know what I mean, the way you handle it, your response
is fire.
Yep.
I appreciate it for sure.
For sure.
Have you had the chance to talk to new head coach Todd Monken? Have you spent any time with him?
Yeah. I actually went up there. I went up there a day early before everything started, and I went in there and I talked to him. We had like a 30-minute conversation. He seemed like a good dude, man. He's I mean, he respects my game. I mean, he seemed like a great dude. I can't wait to see what different changes he brings to this organization, and see how far we can take it this year.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I say, the defense is.
Zedrick, am I crazy, or does your voice sound similar to Malik Collins? If I'm tripping and I'm way off, just let me know. But I remember when you left the voicemail, man, I think you and Malik Collins' voices sound similar. If I'm way out there, let me know. But y'all sound similar to me.
It's fire. It's established. Offense, you guys got a lot of questions. Offensively. What's your take and thoughts on your quarterback situation? Shedeur, Deshaun Watson, what's your thoughts?
I don't have any. I think for the main thing is they both great dudes. I mean, I was with Deshaun for a second in Houston before he got traded up here. So I played against him when I was in Dallas. So I seen the type of player he is. I seen how dynamic he's been in the past. I think he got a lot to prove. I think Shedeur, super talented. I think he also has a lot to prove going forward. Just, you know what I'm saying? Mainly to themselves. Who am I? You know what I'm saying? I think whoever rolling, who is whoever we're rolling with. I think that's I don't know. I ain't been reading too much, but I think they said it was gonna be like an open competition. So may the best man win. Yeah, may the best man win in that situation. I like Shadeur. I like the swag he brings, the confidence he plays with. You know what I'm saying? Deshaun's a little bit more quieter, but he's still a baller. You know, we can't erase what he's done in the past in this league either. So
that's a fact.
I think it's gonna be good though.
No, I appreciate.
I like it. He's not getting into the middle of it. He highlighted both of them. Will highlight the fact that he did smile and perk up when he was talking about Shedeur's confidence and the swag that he brings. I will highlight that. But they're going to ride with whoever wins the competition. NFL players respect the fact that you put a competition out there, the best man going to win. I think Tehran is going to respond to that. Let's see.
Appreciate that insight, bro.
Everybody always mention them too, but you know, you got other quarterbacks on the roster too. You know, you got Dylan Gabriel still. He's coming into his second year. You know, you never know. It's the NFL, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact for sure. I'll be looking forward to that competition throughout training camp. It's always tough for quarterbacks having that competition because you can't get hit in practice.
Yeah.
So it's like a simulation, but it's not a real, you know what I mean? We don't really know until the preseason games happen and all.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'll be watching that competition for sure.
He didn't leave out Dylan Gabriel. He brought up Dylan Gabriel too. He didn't leave him out, but obviously he's had interactions with them. But he just said they're gonna ride with whoever wins the competition. So I appreciate that. Let's catch up on the chat. Then we got Shiloh. All right, we got Shiloh coming up next. All right, where I leave off at? Let's see. I think I was about here. Lady, go make that sandwich. He's waiting. It's taking a long time. Media don't want Shiloh in the NFL, so now he's in their lane and just pretty much said to them, watch your mouth. That's a fact. They don't like when you have the opportunity to respond back, but they don't control what they say. Okay, so Taylor Green is too fast and not to get QB, but Shedeur is too slow. Which one is it? Can we say moving the goalpost? They're going to move them all over the place. Now that you say that, you're on to something. You know what it was? Zedrick, this is my second time listening to it, and I'm like, dang, he kind of sounds like Zedrick to me, unless I'm tripping. But I'm happy I wasn't tripping. I'm like, dang, they sound like the speech pattern, just the calm, controlled way that he speaks and you speak. I'm like, dang, it kind of reminds me. No pass for Mary Kay this year. If she continues to get out of pocket, address it immediately every time. Fairness and honesty, zero issues. I like what you're saying, Maurice. Shedeur is a passer who has elusive and quickness. He don't need to run it for a 3 because his main weapon is his arm. Green isn't accurate. Not a threat to number 2. Shedeur, that's a fact. Look at how he lights up talking about Shedeur. I noticed that too. What benefit does Mary Kay get out of this when it's proven she's loud and wrong? Is she proud of showing no journalistic integrity? That's what she passing on to the next generation. Keep it. The benefit she gets out of it is we are moving away from newspaper. She works for a newspaper. We are moving away from newspaper. So now the Cleveland.com is who she works for. She needs clicks. She needs clicks. She needs clicks. She needs clicks and views. She needs travel to the website. So everybody's going to read the article. So for me, I do the opposite. I don't read the article. I don't watch her try to clean it up. I don't put a lot of time and value into what she said. I read the tweet. I gave you my response and I kept it pushing. So that's how I treat it. That's how I treat it. But other people, they're going to click it. So that's their choice. I'm not going to make that choice though. Look at that smile on his face. He brightened right up. Say it without saying it. That's a fact. No mention to DG. What's going on, Maya? He said DG's name really late. Really late. They teammates in my eyes. Don't forget Dylan, bro. Sheesh. He brought him up at the end. Everyone, we looking at this competition over the summer. That's a fact. I agree with you. You never know. This is why Shedeur needs to stray hard on the grind. Everybody in that room is in competition until they are not. That's a fact. Derek says, I talk with a similar tone. Okay, got it. I didn't think I was tripping. He's a baller with old injuries. He will not play the same. The difference is he will be worried about getting hit and injured again. That's a fact. A lot of people talk about recovering from an injury and going through that, and Deshaun is no different. All right, let's get to it. We got Shiloh responding. Let me say this. Y'all know I don't like Coach JB's approach to content. I don't like his approach to content. Shiloh is on here. So this is the one time we'll be, seeing Coach JB, because y'all know I would not be playing this. Also, this is on Shiloh's YouTube channel. Otherwise, I would not be playing something from Coach JB because his approach to content is not the approach I appreciate. So let's go to when we actually get Shiloh up here. But this is Shiloh and his response.
Shiloh, what's going on, my guy? I got you, brother. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, man? Where's Coach JB at?
You know what? That's a funny question that you asked, man. So I was looking for Coach JB. He was late to the show, but I'm looking right now behind the scenes, and breaking news, man. Our producer Bailey, can you go ahead and bring JB in? What's going on with JB?
What's up? Are we on? I'm making a sandwich, dog. My bad.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Anyone can make a sandwich. They trying to pay me being misogynistic, bro.
Hey, y'all like barbecue or you want mayonnaise like white folks?
That's racist, homie. Why you put the barbecue out there, homie?
Hey, Coach JB, can you make me a sandwich? They think I'm just trying to talk.
Now y'all see what I'm saying about his approach to content, but let's hear Shiloh out.
Talk down about women. That's not the case.
We all I got a sandwich right here, Shiloh. We all make sandwiches.
Yeah, let me tell y'all something, bro. When I was younger, my dad used to ask me to make him sandwiches. And we used to put extra peanut butter. My sister did the same thing.
Yeah.
I used to put extra peanut butter on it on purpose so you won't ask me no more to make no more sandwiches.
He can't like the way you made it.
No, I'm just saying, bro, that it's all about narrative nowadays, bro. Even me just saying that, it's just like, now he hates women. That don't make no sense. That's not the case. But thankfully, I'm my own platform. I'm my own man. Whatever I see, I can respond to, I can react to, and voice my opinion. But tell me this. Coach JB, tell me this. Do you coach anymore?
Hell no.
Am I on a team?
Hell no.
We're in the same lane.
Same shit.
You want, I can say what I want.
Hell yeah. Cheers.
So why is it a problem when somebody last name Sanders has something to say, bro? I'm a media outlet. When I went to the Pro Bowl, when I go to Shedeur's games, I get media credentials. That's my lane right now. I'll be grateful for a opportunity in the league, but that's not it right now. Reality right now, I don't have another opportunity. So guess what? This is my lane. So whatever I see, whatever I want to respond to, that's just what I want to respond to, just like you guys. But how's it a problem if your last name is Sanders and you do that?
Smitty made
Great question. How is it a problem when somebody named Sanders do that? Hey, maybe they're nervous. Maybe they're nervous that their spots could be pushed away. Maybe they're nervous that well-off media might get more access. Maybe they're nervous that when they're in those rooms where only the media is, and Shiloh is sitting in that room too, they can't lie about the story. Maybe they're nervous that they will be held to a higher standard because they're journalists, because you have someone who will report the truth sitting right next to you. Maybe they're nervous. Maybe they're nervous, y'all. Felix, yeah, I don't fool with JB. Yeah, his style of content, I can't rock with it. Watson is still good enough to win you some games. I don't want those games to be early in the season. Early in the season is when 2 and his receivers can click and beat other teams before the grind. I agree. On my way to make that bread, a girl got to make that sandwich. Go get to it, C.A. Anderson. Be safe out there on the road. We appreciate you, everything that you do here. We appreciate you. My first time agreeing with JB, I'm happy they showed Shiloh love. Yep, and they're even going to address Shiloh going there and why he went on their program. I don't watch JB either. The only reason I clicked on it because it was Shiloh's channel at first. I thought it was clickbait. Yeah, I know Shiloh ain't going to put out the clickbait, so shout out to you, Marie, for sending this to me as well. I'm surprised that Shiloh even went on JB's show. I still didn't watch it, so this will be my first time watching. Hello, Mary Kay. I am Car Receipts. Last year you said Kenny Pickens was the front runner. She did. JB definitely got sandwiches in his mouth. Dion just told that sandwich story. Shiloh is telling the truth. I don't like JB, but I admit that coming on in the kitchen making the sandwich is pretty classic. That's a fact, Shanithia. Only problem with Deshaun Watson is he is getting in trouble because them Come on, Tool Man. Come on, Tool Man. You're correct. Sanders makes them nervous. Absolutely, D. They do. I don't mess with JB. Has been dragging Shedeur in the mud every chance he gets. I'm right there with you, Flower Blue. That's right. Last year, Mary Kay brought up Shiloh's name. She said Shiloh could practice throwing football at his residence. Shiloh showed the clip on the Smitty Show. He did. That would be great if Shiloh got credential. Already know they'll complain. They would. I love he has media credentials. This just made my day. They're nervous. They're nervous. D, that dude is a snake. That's not to be trusted. I'm right there with you, Maurice. Bars, Shiloh. Yep. She says Shedeur can go to Texas and bark out plays to Shiloh. He started it. Shiloh ended. She got woke. That's a fact. Acting like they're a dog or some wild animal or something. Let's play it.
Make me a sandwich every day on the show. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So like me, it's like shit. What's the difference? Here's the thing. I saw you respond about making the sandwich, and I was like, first thing I did on the show the next day, after you and I talked, I said, Smitty, you motherfucker defending his brother. That's what he should do. Like, right. It had nothing to do with nothing else. And he was being funny, using make me a sandwich, and motherfucker take it out of context and then try to cancel a cat. Like, that's immediately what we do. I've been canceled, so I already know how it is. So, like,
am I fair?
Huh?
Am I fair? When I seen you saying that about Shedeur a long time ago, you had the wrong picture, you had the wrong narrative. I told you, you was like, hey, man, thank you. I hope your family's doing good. It's respect.
Yeah.
Hey, people don't understand, Shiloh. They think like they act like me and your dad don't know each other. They act like we don't talk. These cats are so worried about division that they don't realize that we can have great conversations and disagree and create better conversations. Like this, what grown folks do. These cats think we all hate each other.
We disagree every day on the show.
Yeah, Smitty's like, man, you'll never get Shiloh on. Number one, because you white. Number two, because you say you talk shit. Like, shut the hell up. Me and Shiloh talk all the time. Me and Shiloh talk all the time.
We grew up watching you. We grew up watching you. So was he was on here talking crazy too?
Me?
Where is it? In the interview, Shiloh said he called JB up and talked about his misinformation that they've been watching for years. They talked. I agree. I never heard of this JB person. I probably won't see him after this clip. Shiloh can't get canceled. They got too much support. Also, the only people that can cancel you is people that support you. If you never supported a person, you can't cancel them. It doesn't work that way. Coach JB got popular because he was on a Netflix show. Man, somebody remind me the name of the show that he was on. Last Chance U, I believe is the name. I think it was called Last Chance U on Netflix. He got popular because of that. It ran for a couple seasons. Unfortunately, he said some stuff that was out of pocket or did some things that was out of pocket or a combination of both of them, allegedly. And that's why he ended up being off of the Netflix show. That's why he mentioned that he's been canceled before. So that's what he was going to.
Yeah.
I defend the Sanders family 24/7.
Smitty love y'all. Smitty's scared to say anything. Can't say, hey, Shiloh, Smitty can't say nothing against Dion or you or Shedeur because he can't just say nothing.
I show love, homie. I like what the family built. You know what I mean? Exactly. Number one, but beyond that, I just like to see it's beautiful shit. It's great. We don't have a lot of examples out there like that to see just the beautiful family out there. Everybody successful, everybody thriving, everybody showing love. Shit ain't gonna always be perfect, but that's real life. None of us perfect, but it's cool that y'all comfortable just being out there and showing that confidence and showing y'all are. So I've always been supporting.
I'll say this. What this shows me is when Shiloh, when Shedeur, when Dion Jr., when Coach Prime, when they say the noise doesn't get to them, they mean it. And they are willing to go into what some would deem a hostile situation and hash it out. So to me, this shows it really doesn't impact them like people want it to. And I think people also get mad at that as well. People get mad. I think you might be a little bit behind TK. That player is Malik Collins, who I was just showing. He's a defensive tackle. Who I was just showing. They got thick skin, and they don't mind talking to somebody who has differing opinions. That's what this showed me. Because, hey, Shiloh reached out to him. He didn't avoid it. They didn't make it publicized. He just reached out to him and said, hey, this stuff you have is wrong. So that shows me they got thick skin. Let me go grab what Selmo Fudd put here, and then we will add it to the bucket. Where is it? Oh yeah, I remember that. That's from a little bit ago. Selmo Fudd. When Deshaun opened his sewing shop. That's a while ago. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Where do we leave off? I blocked JB Taylor a long time ago. Yeah, I wouldn't have saw this if y'all wouldn't have said it to me. Mary Kay took the devil's bargain in exchange for a week of fame. Just remember, when you take that bargain, you got to read the fine print. It will be a massive fall from grace when the season gets here. Akeem, talk to him. It's only so much you can mess up your credibility by standing on things so early and being wrong. I heard Mary Kay say things about being a leader for women, but you did not respond to Shiloh saying, what's your evidence? Of course, it's none. The division he's talking about is created by JB. Don't put it on the viewers. I might have said something and missed the part. My bad, CO7. Sorry, but I didn't forget how disrespectful JB was about CU Coach Prime and Shadeur. I did not forget either. Malik Collins smiled and said a lot about Shadeur. Shadeur is a locker room guy. I agree. Dita Sanders won't hash it out with Kevin Stefanski. Oh, no, I'm not saying that. Seeing JB with his cigar makes me want to join with mine. They really mean it. They are used to it. Thick skin. All right, let's see. Shiloh has more to say.
It's the confidence that people just don't like. But guess what? I don't have a reason. I don't not have the platform to say what I want to say.
Right.
Yeah.
I can say what I want to say. You know what would be cool? And my dad was telling me this. He was like, you'd be a good, like, if I was doing sports commentary, like analyst. You know what I'm saying? Every former athlete has a platform where they talk about sports. You know, if some topic interests me, like the lady Mary Kay talking crazy, then okay, I'll address it. But what everyone doesn't know is that it's been going on for so long, and she's even talked about me. Hold on.
Receipts.
I need you guys to do homework on her also. I'm not trying to attack nobody. I live in Miami. I don't want to be that guy.
I'll be him though for you.
Life good, Shiloh?
I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
I made more doing media than I would have been on a team.
Yeah.
And that's cool. If I had another opportunity, that's cool. But guess what? I'm living good and I'm happy. And you know, it's not always the case when you're in a situation where you just always have to think about, all right, I'm in the NFL. I can't respond to this person bad-mouthing me or defaming me for no reason. How long can we let this go on where people are just talking about you and you can't even say anything, bro? Like, that's not reality. That's not real life.
And to your point,
it's so normal though. It's so normal that someone that don't know you could just get online and they got credentials. They get online and can say whatever, and we're just expected to just be. Don't worry about it. You can lie. You can say whatever. These people just say things to get clicks, but it's a problem.
Right.
If you address it.
Hey, Shiloh, let me ask you something. You posted that people are talking about. I seen these comments, right? I thought Coach Prime raised young men to be high character and whoop-de-whoop. So I posted a response and I said, to me, that's what he is doing. Like for a guy that critiques and everything like me and goes on and all these things, and I tell my opinion on what I feel is the truth, and it's still my opinion at the end of the day, right? I'm not there with y'all. I know Andre Hart. I know all these guys on your staff, on your pop staff. You and your pops have had conversations for a long time. I'm sitting there like, hold up. That is what you're supposed to do with your brother from that father that is being raised right. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I kind of went at somebody on Twitter earlier when they said that. And I've been wanting to critique everything. For me, and I argue every day and all this shit. But I'm like, where you at with this whole, you know, you do this on the media, you do this, and they say this, but then you do this, and then you got defense. They defend you or they blast you. It's really it's that simple, dog. You're never going to win in this thing. And that's why you stand on 10 toes, and that's what we respect.
This is my thing, Coach JB. This is my thing. I'm a grown man. I'm 26. I have my own platform. I've been building it for years and years and years while I've been playing. I can say whatever I want. I'm not on a team. I'm a media guy, no different than you. No different than you.
Yep. Or Mary Kay.
Exactly.
No different than her. But guess what? I have a video. I have a video for you guys.
Man, so what do you got going? You're not working out. You're not working out nothing, doing nothing towards football right now. You're just doing you right now in this.
Yeah, I'm working out and stuff, but you know, like, fam, you know, like, I ain't get no call.
Hey, go ahead, baby. Pop it in. Shiloh, we got it for you. Pop that in.
Everybody can talk crazy about the Sanders, but the Sanders can't come back and defend themselves. How does that make sense, y'all? Somebody explain it to me. Make it plain. Make it clear. Let me know. I don't get it. The fans don't want this drama this soon. We don't mind it come preseason. Let the best man win. This soon as this drama distraction takes away from building winning team culture. I agree with that. I don't like JB either, but if this goes the way I think it will, it's genius by Shiloh. This messy type of content opens the door for the Tasha K's to come in, but that's what Mary Kay asked for. That's That's an interesting way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it. If you start your content off by going places where people have talked crazy about your brother, but y'all form an understanding and you have the ability to correct them when they're wrong, man, that's kind of content gold right there. Content gold. Content gold. Shiloh with the receipts. He about to bring the receipts. They're about to play it right now. Akeem, that's an angle I didn't consider. Nah, I had to think about it. That's a good one. Mary Kay used his name to clown Shedeur. She did. No, D, I meant JB was trying to put the division on the viewers, not you. Okay, got you. Yes. They're trying to blame the viewers, and it's like, come on, man. I'm with you now. I was lost for a second. Thank you for catching me up, CO7111. I'm tired of people asking Shiloh if he will be in the NFL. Stop asking him that. He is good. Yeah, he's good. He just kind of laughed it off like, man, you don't got to keep asking me. True, they keep miscalculating the number of people the Sanders know. They have a lot of influence still. That's a fact. One disappointing thing is the national media picked up Mary Kay narrative. The audacity of First Take to put this on their show is beyond thirsty. I no longer watch the show, but still crazy. They put it right on there. Right on there. An imposter uncle says Shiloh should apologize for what Shiloh is a content creator podcaster. That's crazy. I'm with Shiloh. I don't think he apologized. No way. Let him know, Shiloh. You receive your last payment. Miss, you will be blocked by the Browns. Your vision, me. It's only so long you can keep going out here looking crazy. What did they put out there about? They ran with the story that Mary Kay released, and I kind of just brushed past it. But Stephen A. Smith was saying they should. Oh, it's good that Deshaun is in the lead. Unc and Ocho saying he's in the lead. I don't agree with that. Here we go.
That he's going to have to do to catch up or leapfrog Dylan and some of the other guys. You can't be just thinking. You've got to know it. So hopefully he's at home with Shiloh and he's barking out plays to Shiloh and barking out the terminology like,
what do I have to do anything? What do I have to do? I didn't mention you. I'm at home chilling. I didn't mention you. What do I do?
When was this?
This was last year.
Okay, this last year.
You don't mention me, at least put in a good word for me to get a little spot on the team.
Right. Because I feel like she was trying to be shady a little bit. Like that's how it came off.
If you want to mention me, at least help me get on the team so you can really mention me, and then I can't say nothing back.
Let me ask you this.
So for all the people who wanted to say or took exception to what Shiloh said, do those same people also take exception to what Mary Kay said? Hey, I'm just going to ask the question. If you want to say, oh, man, you don't like what Shiloh said, do you also take exception to what Mary Kay said? Now, a lot of people are going to pay attention to what she said about bringing Shiloh into it. But you want to know what was missed in what she said? What was missed in what she said was you have to know it. She was insinuating Shedeur did not know the playbook and his cadence was off. He could not look at an armband and read the play that they called. That's what she said. And they just supposed to keep taking it. They're supposed to keep taking it. They're supposed to never be able to respond. They said, think about that, y'all. Remember when I told y'all what a cadence was? It's a couple forms or ways that people use cadence. Blue 82. Blue 82. All right, we going on two. Blue 82. Hut. Cadence. They might talk about your cadence in the huddle. That's you articulating the plays to your teammates. Motion Z right, fly out could be the play. She's saying he couldn't articulate the plays. Go bark the plays out to Shiloh. That's what she said. And they can't respond to that. Do y'all know how ridiculous of a thing to say out loud that is? She's saying he couldn't read a play and verbalize the play that he was reading. Come on, man. Come on, man. So the same people who took exception to what Shiloh said, Do you now take exception to what Mary Kay said? Or is it selective outrage? And really, you don't like the Sanders family and it gives you a reason to try to pile on them. Because that's what I see. But just like Mary Kay, I ain't falling for it. I ain't falling for it. All right, let's get this thing up. Let's get to Todd Monken. Let me go back. Let me set this up for y'all real quick. Let me make sure
that we were looking to take.
Let me set this thing up for us.
That were a part of it was very impressive. I've been in other rooms. We're 5 picks out. What do you
think? Okay. She was really belittling him. That's why we went in on her last season. That's a fact. They're going to say Shiloh is taking her out of context. That's not going to work because you got to look at the context of what she's saying. She's saying he has to work on his cadence and bark the plays out to Shiloh. It's no way to take that out of context. That's why I didn't focus on the barking thing. I focused on she's saying Shedeur cannot articulate the plays that they have given him on an arm sleeve. She's also saying he can't go up to the line of scrimmage and lead the team. So it's fake outrage for people who already didn't like Coach Prime, didn't like Shiloh, didn't like Shedeur, and it gives them a reason to try to lash out. D, did you check out the new press room breakdown? He gave a good breakdown on Messy Kate narrative. I did, but I would say this. I like press room breakdown. I like what he does. I didn't want to spend too much time. I didn't want to give Mary Kay too much screen time is the best way to put it. So I like what he did. I like what he's doing. Y'all know I really like press room breakdown. I like his breakdowns. They're detailed. I didn't want to give Mary Kay a bunch of screen time today. Even if we mention her name or if we break down something she say, I didn't want this stream to be based around Mary Kay because that's what she wanted. That's what she wanted. She wanted the screen time. Let me change this and set this up so we can get to it. This is what everybody came here for.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, let's see. Let me set this up, y'all. Let me set it up. Come on, man. Hold on, let's do this. Let's minimize this. Let's put you here. And let's get to it. Let me set it. Where are you doing? Okay, here we go. All right, bear with me, y'all. Had to get it set. I don't know if they got the clips out for this or what they did, but we got it here. Let's see. Straight dog whistles are just. I agree. Free game. Shiloh, Shedeur, and all of us need to ignore these delusional musings from Sandwich K. They want to distract you, push you off your goals. Just ignore the clowns. I agree with your sentiment, but I know it's going to be times where they want to respond, and I'm perfectly fine with them responding. Perfectly fine with it. But Dylan was a supercomputer and fast learner. Joanna, talk to him. As a black woman who is raising a black child, I find Mary Kay to be disgusting and a disgrace to women in sports media. It's kind of what Shiloh was highlighting. Damning for first take a nightcap because we know they supposedly have direct line to Coach Prime. Who knows, maybe the fact that they made these segments says that direct line they had, the number has changed. Talk to him, CO7. It's a dog ritual, which is why we shouldn't react to the rage bait. I agree. Dylan was ahead because he's a supercomputer. Remember that? I did forget. Black people in America understand Mary Kay is still a for real. All right, a lot to say there. Some words YouTube doesn't like. But I get your sentiment, Donnie King. I'm glad we didn't. There's not a single report where she's highlighted Shedeur in a positive way since he's been on the team. That's a fact. I don't react to Rage Bay or Ivy League Mac I see the play. D, I like how he highlighted what she asked Monken about Shedeur at the combine. Still keeping up with Shedeur is slow narrative. That's a fact. We not falling for it. Shedeur needs to stay as tight with his family as he's always done. If they push it, we will still stay on their necks. That's a fact. All right, let's get to it. This was about 32 minutes long. We can't really play just straight the whole 32 minutes, but let's get to it. We're going to kind of jump in where they're talking about the draft.
Thinking here, well, we're thinking this. If not, we're going to make this trade. We're going to do this. What I was super impressed with was how proactive Andrew is, one way or the other, moving back, moving up, talking to other teams. Him and his team that were a part of it was very impressive. I've been in other rooms, and I thought it was as well done as anywhere I've been. And it fell the right way in terms of, for us, in terms of what we were hoping, the picks that we got. And doesn't always work out that way, but it was great when it did.
Well, to even have a rival exec and someone you work with like Eric DaCosta lavish praise on what the Browns did. And I thought it was also interesting. I mean, you're there, and you've been in other rooms or you've seen it. This seemed like a Wall Street simulation. What can you tell people about the outfit, Andrew Berry and everybody being able to put together something like that goes through every single scenario? When it comes to trade downs, I think people would be amazed to think about how sophisticated this system was.
Well, each team does it a little bit differently. But I would say this, that I think not only with the place I was before in Baltimore and also here, what you see is you're trying to eliminate anxiety. That's all you're trying to do. Is you've already in a lot of ways set the board how it would, who you would take if it fell a certain way. Now the only part of that is in the trades that comes in that changes the landscape. If nobody ever traded, it would be easy to just fall like, all right, I'm picking this. But when the landscape changes, I think, Andrew and his guys did a great job of working through the other scenarios that led to the picks that we ended up with.
And then what is it like having the top guy in the room next to you, Jimmy Haslam?
Oh, it was really cool. I realized I was the head coach. I mean, I'm right next to the owner, and in between the general manager, I guess that's what I do. I'm the head coach. But really at that moment, besides a sounding board, I was just there for the fist bumps and second guy on the phone. That was really what I was there for. And again, that's their job. And I've said it a million times, just like Andrew's going to trust what we do on 4th and 1, we're going to trust the picks that he makes. And now it's up to us to develop the players.
Do you think, Todd Monken joining us in studio, how important is play calling? And the reason I ask it is because in my world, okay, if you win, you will get zero credit. We won't even think about it. If you lose, there will be call after call about what you did on 3rd down. Now, we're just watching.
I want to stop this just quickly. Once they ask him a question and he goes in depth, to me, it seems like they don't understand what he's really saying. It doesn't seem like they get what he's talking about, and they just looking all around, mouthing things to each other. I'm just like, man, oh man.
On Sundays, he knows, I know, there's a lot of things that goes into that the general public doesn't know. So on the base of everything, how important is play calling during a game?
Well, my wife always says, why don't you just call the plays at work? Seems so simple. Why would you ever call plays that don't work? Which I would agree with that. It's more fun that way. I think where it really becomes critical, just like I would say even in the draft, is when the landscape changes. Mm-hmm. Just like in the draft, trade proposals, making decisions, when the landscape changes in a game, whether it's situational, 2-minute, 4-minute, are you going to go for it? Are you not? When are you going to run a trick play? When are you going to take chances? I think that's when it comes up. Calling rundown plays, I mean, I'm calling it off the sheet. I mean, there's variances of what you're going to call run, pass, they're all on there. We all think they're pretty good. To me, it comes down to reminding yourself touches, who you want to get the ball to. That can certainly get, you can get clouded, looking at the whole call sheet of who you need to get the ball to. So I think it's important. I think it's a little bit overblown because if you've got good players and you've done a great job during the week in your preparation, so the players, and you've created a system that lets their talent shine, I think that's really the most critical part of it is during the week and developing a system and getting really good players. So then Sunday's just a byproduct of the work you put in.
You've been a player.
I always find it kind of strange how much movement, looking around, mouthing to each other that they do after they ask the person they're speaking to a question. To me, they got producers, associate producers, they got all that stuff. And then they still try to act as if they are producing something, which I just find it weird, like that you have him in there and you focusing on all these other things besides what he actually is saying. I just find that a little odd. Let's catch you on the chat as we keep this thing moving. I will have to pause from time to time. Samus K is both a predator and a victim at the same time. That's a fact. That's a fact. Lima couldn't wait to bring up Shiloh issue. So glad Todd shut it down. That's a fact. If I were the Browns, I would grant more media credentials to up-and-coming media members. The old guard is not going anyway. Just outnumber them. That's a fact. That's a fact. Supposedly the NFL was going to work with, open the door to work with content creators who don't write articles, but who cover a team, majority of the team's dealing. So that's what a short version of what the NFL has put out there. We're going to see if they act on that. We're going to wait and see if they act on that. AB was cooking it. He just co-signed it. That's a fact. Why was Lyman raising his voice when he asked about Shiloh? That was weird. I don't know, man. Sometimes people got to speak out of being silent. Only allows the disrespect. I bet Mary Kay will think twice before she speaks about Shedeur next time. She will. I don't know. I think she got her desired result. If her desired result was to be the most talked about thing, she got her result. I think she'll keep doing it. I don't believe Mary Kay has pride. If she had pride, she was like, dang, I don't want to get popping this way. But I don't want people to click on me for these reasons. I don't think she views it that way. I think she got exactly what she wanted, and I think she'll replay this same playbook again. D, did they ask Monken if he had Deshaun as QB1 like the report Mary Kay said, or did they ask him? They asked him a version of that. They didn't ask him that directly, but it gave him the opportunity. It is coming up. I think it might be about 2 minutes away, I think. None of them understand football. Only quarterbacks winning, losing, and made-up narratives. Shaking my head. That's a fact. Coach Monken, no, Mary Kay is full of BS. Facts. Being a grown man observing over another grown man is weird. That was AB primarily handling the draft. That's a fact. Lima was hating the fact he called out Mary Kay, the liar. She got woke yesterday. She thought everyone was going to jump on her woe is me bandwagon. No, ma'am. Lima doesn't know how to ask real football questions. He is not interested. Lima just wants to talk about the messy stuff. Facts. I hear you, sis. I disagree. These trolls want you to engage and play victim. Shiloh should have just laughed at her. That burns them. If Shiloh responds every single time she says something, then I would agree with you, Ivy League Mac. But as much stuff as she has said about Shedeur, Shiloh responding one time, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. Mary Kay is not acting in good faith. Why expecting her to change her manners towards Shedeur? She won't. She'll keep it pushing. She'll keep it pushing. She will. She will. All right, let's go.
Play caller, you've been an offensive coordinator a long time, and I know you've been a head coach before, okay? But I think I've seen in some cases around the league where guys, they go from offensive coordinator to head coach, and they sometimes get caught maybe not managing the game maybe the way they should. You're in the area where you go from yards and points to like, hey, I got defense and special teams. I got to take care of each other here. How do you plan on balancing that on a Sunday as the head coach now?
No, it's certainly a challenge. There's no way around it. I still find myself every now and then referring to myself like I'm the offensive coordinator. You just do. When I'll say like we, it's like, well, hell, I'm in charge of it all. And ultimately, I'm now in charge of winning. When you're a coordinator, you're in charge of scoring or stopping them. When you're a position coach, you're in charge of developing your position room. That's it. The winning is now solely on the head coach. So
You didn't miss
that
it,
is a
Marie. You
part
didn't
of
miss it. You didn't miss
I've
it.
already been through it for 3 years at Southern Miss. So we're going to find out.
Todd Monken, head coach of the Browns, in studio with us. When somebody new takes over, whether it's a college program or the NFL,
He's going to try to get him to say something bad about Stefanski here. It's not going to work. Todd Monken's going to maneuver it. Let me see if I can find a spot real quick where he's going to ask them the question about Shiloh. Let's see if I can find it. I think he's responding here. All right, let's see if it's here.
Off sides, you have 10 on the field, you got 12 on the
All right, so it's going to be coming up right after this.
field. The quarterback has anxiety at the line of scrimmage. Guys are going the wrong way. And that's an indictment on coaching. And that's an indictment on us. So that's the starting point. You want to give yourself a chance. And that's give yourself a chance. More games are lost than they're won. And that's the starting point for us as a team.
Todd Monken joining us in studio right now. So I want to, again, clarify, and I think you've said this before. You do.
I think this is what y'all want to hear. I think this is what y'all want to hear. Zedric, I just clicked on that. Man, I don't remember that Vince Young experiment. Actually, I might. I think it was called the Vince Young experiment. Let me think about that before I lie to you. Let me think about that.
You want to have a starting quarterback on your team that you know is on your depth chart, number one, before training camp, correct?
Would love to.
Okay, you would love to. You're not necessarily stuck in cement on that idea then.
Well, I would love to have that. I'm not there yet, so I can't say that. We've been on the field 3 practices, which was awesome. And to get out there with our players. I was talking to Carson yesterday. He said, feels so weird that we got from phase 1 to get on the field, and then now we're back off for 3 weeks. But it's always changing based on what you see. I don't have a history with any of our players. I know where this is heading. But I don't have a history with any of the players. They're all external to me. Just like when I interviewed coaches for the coordinator position, there was no internal candidates. I wasn't here. They're all external to me. So all the players are external other than Tylan Wallace, who was with us. So at the point is what I've seen after 3 days, okay, that gives us a little bit of a 40,000-foot view of where we're at, but that can change. Heck, once we get back on the field for 4 weeks at the end of this spring, we'll have a better idea then. But there's only so many reps you get. You've got to start to target towards who's going to start opening day. And now that can still change. And that can change even if someone's getting 2/3 of the rep to someone getting 1/3 of the reps, because you're still going to play preseason games. You're still going to want to see those guys at quarterback and see how they play.
Why is it important for the rest of the team to figure out?
That was the start of his dismantling what Mary Kay said about somebody being in the lead. That was the start of it. 3 days, 40,000-foot view. Nothing is etched in stone. Nothing is etched in stone. Guys will move around. In a real competition, people can move forward, people can move back. You can't name a winner to the competition before the competition really starts. When Shiloh said all of the players aren't even there, Shiloh was correct. They are going based on, Mary Kay is going based on seeing 1 practice and 2 practices happen when she was not there. She asked Todd Monken about it. That's when she had to monk around and find out. All of the players were not there. It is still true that all of the players are not there. They drafted 2 wide receivers. All of the players are not there. They drafted 2 tight ends. So all of the players are not there. Shiloh was correct in his assessment to say that. People who said all of the players are there 100% are wrong. 100%. They're not even in the building yet. Not even in the building. So when she's trying to say the decision, he's ahead and make the decision and make him the leader and the starter moving forward, the decision maker disagrees with that statement. The decision maker disagrees with it. So if you ever want to know how I view these situations, I'm going to the decision maker first. Unfortunately, Prior to Todd Monken, we had a decision maker who wouldn't talk. He would just talk in, different corners to different reporters, and he wouldn't stand and say anything with his chest. We have a head coach who now says it with his chest. He's not hiding in corners, passing little notes. So I believe we will know clearly when he has made his decision. It will not come from a balled up piece of paper that somebody left in the hallway for Mary Kay when she got done finally making them sandwiches. That is not how we will find out. She has to understand the new game that's being played. She cannot see it. She cannot follow it. She can't see it. She can't see it. Coach Prime quote this once: "Why paying someone attention when they are not paying you to pay them attention? My attention is not free. Why give them free attention? Hashtag NewCleveland." Talk to him. I heard Mary Kay said that the first time she said it all those months ago. Nothing in the struggle has changed by remaining silent in the history of this country. Speaking out is our right as American. That's a fact. You got to remember, they are part of a failing business, so desperation is their strategy. The media has to now outdo each lie, so don't be surprised if one of them lean into a racial aspect for engagement. That's an outlet they can take. You are not wrong right there, Akeem. That is definitely an outlet we can see them take. Cleveland media knows they're under attack. They're fighting for their professional lives. When Shedeur becomes a franchise QB, it's a wrap for them, and they know it. They will see it. Tell them, Monk, the Todd father has spoken. Fair play, I agree. My point is that I don't argue with drunks, fools, or sandwich makers. Code 4, we are far away. Here's my point. Mary Kay is a crumb, and she should be treated accordingly. She's not a worthy opponent. Shunzu, Art of War. Ivy League Mac. What else is in the Art of War? What else is in there? If you pick a battle and you pick an opponent, you must crush them, finish them. That's also in there. That's also in there. Don't skip that part. Don't skip that part. A couple play fakes in shorts and he's the starter. Ridiculous. Facts. Jerry J showed up because they drafted those receivers. That was there. Facts. Shiloh not arguing. He said what he said. He voiced his opinion as a CC. That's what we doing now. Why can't he is my only point, which I agree he can. It's no coincidence that after Messi K dropped the article that has now gone viral, the head coach comes on the radio for an interview to dispel those narratives. Guys, the Browns are moving different. They're moving different. Mary Kay, sandwich maker, and little note passer. For real. Where's your source? I found it on a little note in the corner. KC, you see it.
Who that guy is before training camp actually starts.
This is the question y'all want. It's 12:03 now. I don't want to go back too far. I want y'all to hear the question. It's about here.
Play.
Why is it important for the rest of the team to figure out who that guy is before training camp actually starts?
I think you're talking about our players.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important for them to have an idea of the identity of the team and have a belief in whoever that is. Ultimately, the ball's in that player's hands every down. So, and you're going to come down to 4-minute, 2-minute, end-of-game scenarios. You have close games every week, a belief system that this guy's going to take us to the promised land, which is starting with a winning team, winning the division, right, winning a Super Bowl, all those things. I don't think players care. I just think they want to know who's going to give us the best chance to win. Who do we believe in that's going to give us the best chance to win? Because through all the money and all of that, there's nothing like the feeling in the locker room when you win. And I think that's what players still crave, to be a part of winning and to be able to wear your Browns gear with pride. Hey, I'm a Cleveland Brown.
Before a big trial, a judge will instruct the jury. You got to be impartial. You got to delete.
All right, so if you're passively doing something, if you are washing your hands, grabbing something to drink, if you are doing any of those things, this is the exact setup to the question that you came here for. This question right here. So if you halfway listening, kind of halfway doing something else, This is why you're here. This is the question you want the answer to. They're going to set it up. So I want y'all to listen in to this next portion. Let's go.
Anything you might have heard about this case, get it out of your mind. Can you possibly do that and be that objective when it comes to two quarterbacks, both very, very famous dudes? Everything that Deshaun Watson has been through and the stuff he's put on tape 6 years ago and the stuff he's put on tape with the Cleveland Browns over the last how many years? And then Shedeur and everything that comes along with Shedeur Sanders. Can you possibly be that objective?
Well, I think there's levels of being objective. I mean, I'm not Patrick from SpongeBob. I don't live under a rock. I mean, I sit there and I hear things, I see things. You're part of that. But I've learned over the years in coaching is your job is to let it play itself out. I said that many of times, like, I'm going to let all of the students take the test. You know, I'm not going to walk in the classroom and before they even take a test, I'm going to observe the students and give them a grade based on what? How they look, how they dress, like nationality, male, female. My job is to let it play out. And sometimes players have they have a fresh start is maybe the best way to put it, or a different style or a different system. So it's my job to do that. And to me, it's the only way. Now, you can be so, again, I would just say there's levels of being objective, right? There's levels where you're like, okay, I believe this player has something more in there, or there's others where I'm just going to be stubborn and say, no, this isn't it. This isn't the direction we're going. And I think that's unfair to every player. I don't care. I know we're talking about quarterbacks, but I'm talking just in general with the players is it's our job to put the best players on the field to give us a chance to win. And how are we going to do that? By being objective.
Well, Ken,
why you got that stank face, Lima? Why you got that stank face? Why you got that stank face? Why do you have that stank face? He's going to let everybody take the test. If everybody's going to be allowed to take the test, how could there be a leader? If everybody's going to get to take the test. Just a question. Just a question. Just a question. He's going to let them take the test. He's not going to walk in the classroom and look at them. You're ahead because of this. You're ahead because of this. How is somebody leading? Find me the leader. Whole team hasn't even been in the same room. Whole team hasn't even been in the building together yet. Rookie players haven't signed contracts yet. But it's a leader. Come on now. Come on now. He's putting it out there, y'all. He's putting it out there. Shiloh, like, I'm not tongue wrestling Mary Kay. I agree with that. Mary Kay does not know anything about sports. She does not know how to talk about football. How did she get that job? Somebody had to do it. A long time the Browns were not on the map, so they were allowed to not be good or actually learn football. Y'all have heard me say so much when I said they don't know football. Now y'all see they don't know football. They don't know football. Am I still not allowed to post Summer Jam Screen Top 10? So many gems are being dropped today. We'll see. We'll see. I get it. He can say his piece. I'm not denying it. I'm saying it will just get manipulated because that's the game she's playing. But I understand your point. I would say this. Anything any person says will get manipulated. Manipulation of your point cannot be a determining factor if you say what you feel when you want to say something. Anything I say on this microphone can be manipulated. So I have two choices. I can say it plain and stand on how I feel when I truly feel about something, or I can decide to press mute and say nothing. I have choices. Shiloh made a choice. He decided to express himself, and he kept it moving. If if the barometer for if you say something or not is if it will be manipulated in the year 2026, that means you will be a mute. You will not say anything because there will always be someone in this internet world who will intentionally misunderstand, manipulate, or misinterpret what you have to say. So if that's it, it got to be a little bit more than just somebody can manipulate it. A little bit more, I would say. Also, he said, I'm not under a rock. I'm not under a rock. They're not worthy of your screen time, sis. Not Patrick Monk. He is talking to you, Messy K. D with Echo, Sunju. Here you go. Supreme excellence consists. I'm breaking the enemy resistance without fighting. Is that the only approach? Is that the only approach, Ivy League Mac? What I'm saying is, once you decide to go to war, how are you supposed to handle it? You are at, should he go to war? Should he not go to war? I'm at, he decided to go to war. So once you decide to go to war, then what does it say? Because he already decided. He already decided. I don't think Shiloh really cares, though. He probably gained a lot of respect and more followers. They stayed quiet since the draft. Enough is enough. I understand your perspective, though. He didn't like the response. He did not. He had the bitter beer face. BS as that narrative they created. Nobody is getting a cheat sheet. Messy K, stop it. That's a fact. Monken keeps it about football. They can't stand it. Monken said the same thing he's been saying since day one. Messy K just want him to say something different. She made it up her way. The vitriol for the idea of Shedeur being the starter is too much to bear for those people. Facts. Agreed again, D. It's ironic how Cleveland media doesn't want Shedeur to have an opportunity to showcase his talents, but at the same token want the team to tank. I thought Shedeur was a bad player, so we should lose, right? You see how you twist their stuff up into knots, Ivy League back? How long should people tolerate disrespect before they say something? Nip it in the bud. I think they should say something when they feel it. As long as you feel like you want to respond. Let them know, Monk, I don't tongue wrestle. I don't lip box with these haters. I show you better than I can tell you. Why didn't they just name Shedeur QB1 at the end of the season? Because he wasn't even here. Coach Monken wasn't here at the end of the season. Like he said everybody's going to get a chance to take the test. Everybody's going to get a chance to take the test. He's not giving anybody the advantage. I think this is the best way to handle it. I believe, based on football, Shedeur is better for the Browns today and moving forward. I don't believe that about Deshaun Watson, so put him to the test. I believe the person's going to come out. I know where you at, Ivy League Mac. That's why I said it. I'm focused on the path of supreme excellence, which is not to allow fools to pull you into battle. I know where you at. That's why I voiced it. I said, you are here. You are, don't respond. Don't say anything. I am at the place of he responded. I understand clear where we both are at, but now that he responded, what does he have to do is my question. Because he already responded. We can't get the response back. Mary Kay fired the first 500 shot, the first 100 shots, my bad. The first 100 shots she did. All right, let's keep it moving. They don't like that football talk.
Lectured me earlier today and said the internet isn't real. And so I see
Here y'all go.
today Browns international headlines like Shiloh Sanders, sexist comment draws
Here y'all go.
tells Browns reporter to go make a sandwich. How can you make sure to disassociate any of that stuff with a very serious competition that you are having? Because, everybody has a platform now, and everybody's weighing in on every decision. We had it happen with the prior coach. How can you make sure that that stuff doesn't bleed into what you guys are doing?
Well, we were talking about on the ride up here. First off, I think it's awesome. I mean, it's why we get paid so much. I mean, we get paid so much because fans care, and you talk about it. If it wasn't talked about, I sure as hell wouldn't get paid what I get paid. So that's part of what we do. But if that's going to bother me or it's going to bother Shedeur or Deshaun, they have no chance of being either the head coach here or the quarterback at the Cleveland Browns. I mean, for God's sakes, it's the world we live in. I think someone told me years ago that if the president has a 55% approval rating, he's killing it. Well, fine. That comes with the territory of what we do. And ultimately, what we do on the field is what matters most. And I said it, and there's more to it than just saying, but it really is. You want to stop the narrative? Play well. Want to stop a narrative? Win. It's really that simple. Now, there's more that goes into that because I got scrutinized by just saying, oh, winning. I know there's more to it. I get that. But ultimately, that's what it is. It's any narrative.
But you don't have to talk to anybody about that stuff, making sure that stuff doesn't enter into a psyche or, hey, I kind of don't want family members saying this type of stuff because, you know, we've got our football team to worry about.
So when I was recording this morning, it kind of messed up for me, so I had to slow it down. But Todd Monken said, I ain't worried about nothing. Huh? I ain't worried about nothing. He ain't worried about nothing. It's part of the job. It comes with the territory. If you can't deal with the talking heads on the internet talking about you, you shouldn't be the head coach, the offensive coordinator, or the starting quarterback. I ain't worried about nothing. He ain't worried about nothing. It's what they do. Writers gonna write, talkers gonna talk. He ain't worried about nothing. He ain't worried about nothing. He ain't worried about it, y'all. Don't be worried about it.
Do you have to address the team at all about that kind of stuff?
No.
Do you got to address the team at all about that kind of stuff? No. I ain't worried about nothing.
That's a man making a comment on social media. That's someone reporting something they believe. That's their opinion. Fine. Not my opinion. I didn't say that. Our daily inner workings with the quarterbacks and the players is going to mean more than what is said outside of there. Ultimately, do I believe that our players look at social media? Of course. Do I? Yes. I mean, do most of us? Yes. That's the world we live in. But ultimately, with the players, like, I think that has changed over the last few years of how do you get your players to deal with things that are being said about them, good or bad? How do you manage that? I think that is a real challenge. But ultimately, like I said, that's going to be what defines you. Then you're going to struggle to be either the head coach, be an offensive coordinator, or be our quarterback.
Tom.
The Todd father. How do you feel about what Shedeur said? Shiloh said. That's a grown man. That's his opinion. Took all the strength, all the stories that y'all want to write, all the narratives you all want to build, balled it up, threw it in the trash. You got to find a new one. Mary Kay. That is her opinion. That's not how I see it. Okay, so let's play with this a little bit, y'all. So Mary Kay says her sources tell her Deshaun Watson is in the league. The ultimate decision maker on who is going to be the starter says that's not how I see it. So all the people who are defending Mary Kay saying she wasn't lying, she didn't make it up, the person that's making the actual decision said that's her opinion. That's her opinion. So many years, people got to get away with saying sources said this, sources said that. Well, guess what? It sounds like it ain't no sources. It sounds like it ain't no sources. Do y'all remember it was this one guy, he was on the internet, he was just paying attention to what all the decision makers were saying, and he said this one profound statement. Do y'all know what that statement was? Access denied. Access denied. There are no more sources in the building. The decision maker has made it plain and clear. We'll even run it back. We'll even run it back, y'all. We can run it back. I got time today, as Coach Prime would say. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. I just want to make sure, even the people in the back, I want to make sure they heard it. I want to make sure the people in the back heard it. Let's run it back, y'all. Let's run it back. I saw everybody all up and down the timeline trying to say she got it from her sources. She's not lying about it. Well. The Todd father has spoke. He said it's her opinion, and that's not how he views it. Let's run it back, y'all. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. All right, we at 1826. Let's see. How long was the Todd father speaking? Let's get it back. I want y'all to hear it. I want y'all to hear it. Let's go back to about here. Let's play from here.
I get that, but ultimately that's what it is. It's any narrative.
But you don't have to talk to anybody about that stuff, making sure that stuff doesn't enter into a psyche or, hey, I kind of don't want family members saying this type of stuff because, you know, we've got our football team to worry about. Do you have to address the team at all about that kind of stuff?
No. I don't. That's a man making a comment on social media. That's someone reporting something they believe. That's their opinion. Fine. Not my opinion. I didn't say that. Our daily inner workings with the quarterbacks and the players is going to mean more than what is said outside of there. Ultimately, do I believe that our players look at social media? Of course. Do I? Yes. I mean, do most of us? Yes. That's the world we live in. But ultimately, with the players, like, I think that has changed over the last few years of how do you get your players to deal with things that are being said about them, good or bad? How do you manage that? I think that is a real challenge. But ultimately, like I said, that's going to be what defines you, then you're going to struggle to be either the head coach, be an offensive coordinator, or be our quarterback.
Tom Monken joining us in studio.
I ain't worried about nothing. So, this is kind of awkward, you know? This is kind of awkward. So, we go to the actual decision maker, and he says that is her opinion. He didn't say it, and he doesn't see it that way. So, is it safe to say, even if somebody told her what they told her, it's wrong? Remember somebody else was in the same position and everybody got hung up on if anybody said it? Jason Lloyd got up there in front of everybody and said, people in that building. What happened? They can tell you something is wrong. Just because a source tells you something doesn't mean it's right. A source can get it wrong. A source can get it wrong, y'all. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk it? So many people ran with it. I can't remember who said it, but they said it in the chat earlier. So many people ran what Mary Kay said because that's what they wanted to happen. That's how they wanted to play out. But a source can be wrong. A source can be wrong. That's just it. That's just it. So everybody who works on 92.3 The Fan, who was trying to pile on to Shiloh and say she didn't make it up. Well, if she didn't make it up, are you willing to say her sources were wrong? How much y'all want to play this game? How much y'all want to play this game? I don't think they want to play this game a lot because they're going to keep getting exposed. They sitting up there with the bitter beer face when Todd Monken starts speaking. Let's catch up on the chat. I went to sleep and I woke up feeling this way, and then I listened to this, and I felt even better. I don't even know. I felt even better once I saw this morning. Felt even better. Now do y'all understand my energy? Now do you understand why I put on the hashtag NewCleveland shirt with the sun rising, the gradient edition? We tied it all together, y'all. Put a bow on it. I hope y'all see it. Let's catch up on the chat. Let's catch up on the chat. Where'd I leave off at? I'm probably far behind in this thing. Probably far behind. All right, yeah, I am far behind, but we gonna catch up though. I love it, Monken. Monken speed to the mic against Sandwich K should be warning shot to her. Access denied. Head coach all about the W's. The talking head drama is noise. Get over it. Monken is my coach. That's my coach, y'all. That's my coach. Todd Monken is my coach. Talk to him, Black Pearl. Now that they know they can be checked and no one's coming to save you. Checkmate. Checkmate is when you shake the other person's hand and you say good game because you lost. you just lost. You lost. I love watching him check these fools in real time. He shut them right up. Shut them right up, Tika. Todd Monken. Don't forget, if you can't take it, don't dish it out. And if it gets too hot, get out the kitchen. Get out the kitchen. Black Pearl, they better start listening to understand. That's a fact. We did replay Monken. It ain't no sources. She kind of sounds like Tommy from Martin when he tried to tell them where he worked at and what his job was. And Martin would say, "You ain't got no job, Tommy. You ain't got no sources, Mary Kay. You ain't got no sources." Better start picking up when he has put it down. That's a fact. Lima said, yeah, Todd said that's her opinion, but he didn't deny it. Shaking my head. I hate it here. I suffered through listening to this because y'all know I would not be watching them. I would not be watching them because it's no point in watching them. Who says Sandwich K? Genius. I like it. Your opinion is formed in your own head, period. Talk to him. Access denied. Opinion-based reporting will not prosper with Monken. That's a fact. That's a fact. Tika says, you hear me? Shiloh's going to be at OTAs with his media credentials, so Lima better get ready for it. They're going to feel uncomfortable. Her sources are in Haslam's office, not the coaching decision maker or someone that matters. The owner's janitor doesn't make it. That's a fact. This is too funny. Can't make this stuff up. We couldn't have wrote a better script for how this morning was going to go, y'all. We couldn't have written a better script. D, they like opinion. They say opinions is like a-holes. We all have one. Talk to him. I love it more. No more sources. He's making this a professional organization. Somebody got to do it. Look at their faces. Priceless. Mary Karen is so used to being disrespectful and lying, and no one really checks her on it. She gets away with it. Those days are over. Hashtag NewCleveland. The man said, I see it differently, referring to Deshaun Watson being QB1. Where's the confusion? Yeah, that's why I can't mess with Lyman them. This woman has lied from day one, and these idiots had the nerve to believe this crap over what the head coach and GM is saying. They need their heads examined. Mary Kay, she is not for women. I don't know if she's not doing them no justice in this situation. No safety net for you media people. That's a fact. Ken looks like he didn't like Lima's question. When he said, that's a man, I said, that ain't what Shiloh said. I'm a man. You think he might have saw it? We don't want her opinions. Neither of those guys like their response. Look at their faces. Body language is everything. Look at Watson. Don't even want to talk to the reporter. You have to pay attention. Pay no attention, people. Mary Kay's opinion. Hashtag New Cleveland. Ken's eyes. A made-up source can be wrong too. That's a fact. Look at one of them on the right side eye. Side eye. For real. Who mad? Todd father put another hole in Mary Kay by being very classy, very simple. It is her opinion, not mine. Side eye. I got you. Going to use D as a source. Everything is so blown out of proportion. Let's see who physically ready next season. Facts. Big mad. I ain't gonna argue with you. I ain't gonna argue with you in my Plies voice. Cleveland, sun rising. Do you smell me? What the muck man is cooking? Or let me do it right. Do you smell what the muck man is cooking? She's so delusional that she's not going to recognize he's talking about her and her sources. That's a fact. You have to pay people no attention if you want to be the quarterback. You have to have a strong head. That's a fact. I have a nickname for Mary Sleazy K. I do not watch them either, but this is classic. Facts. Remember on Johnson Family Vacation, they were throwing the CDs out the window? That's Monken with her reporting. Facts. Yeah, we'll need that. We'll need that. Trash. Mary Kay's sources are from the custodial department. It as big as them trying to have Dana White silence a UFC fighter for unpopular comments. It failed miserably. I like the way Todd Monken answered that question because it protects the players. Lets them know to watch your mouth or you could be called out next. Facts. Shiloh is genius. He went on JB platform and they just shot the misogynistic sandwich narrative out the water. We over here making sandwiches and it ain't against women because I'm making sandwiches. Talk to him, C.A. Anderson. Cleveland Brown don't support. All right, I'm skipping that. According to my sources, even the equipment manager said Shedeur's QB1. Facts. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. Put some respect on my name.
Put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it. Absolutely 100% facts. That miserable old lady lost for clicks. Mary Kay will soon be denied access. She needs to go to practice being a grandma. Oh, shucks. Shedeur said it in his last interview. If I'm going to care what people say about me, then I'm a weak person. I need to be mentally strong if I want to be the QB, the leader of a team. Facts. The Todd father has spoken. Very smart, letting everyone know they have all kinds of connections. Stop playing on the Sanders name. I had to go back and say it right, Black Pearl. I had to say it right. So hopefully y'all see why I had this energy today. I watched this. It just was reassurance that I knew people didn't know what they were talking about. I knew it. I saw it. And I was like, I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not going to fall for it. Let me pull this back up. Let's see. Let's get rid of you. And let me see. Where we at? We should be here. And let's go back to this. Okay. I just got to remind y'all about this. So if you remember, we started this stream. And I said it was the perfect day to wear the Gradient hashtag NewCleveland t-shirt. And I just want to remind y'all what I wrote for y'all when I was going through the process of designing this tee. And here it is right here. The Gradient hashtag NewCleveland design represents a new day in Cleveland. It points to momentum, growth, and a push toward winning. It's about transition, not staying stuck in the same story, but moving toward something better. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Y'all see why I woke up feeling this way? You see why this stream went this way? You see why I started with this at the beginning? You see how we put the bow on it? We wrapped this present up nicely, put the bow on it at the end, signed our name on it, knowing they're going to enjoy this gift. I hope y'all see it. I hope y'all see it. What time is it? 3 hours. Let's see if we got any time for overtime. Let's jump through the overtime real quick. Let's see what we got on the overtime. Not there. Not that one. Let's see. Hopefully y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. Boog, I see y'all tagging me in her foolishness. I'm not responding to anything she says. Why would I? I'm picking up what you're putting down, Boog. No reason. No reason to respond. Shout out to Prentice Premier. We see you, Prentice Premier. Go check out Prentice Premier. He's on YouTube. He's on X. He's on TikTok. Across all platforms. Put out a video of the draft day vlog by Casey Concepcion's girlfriend. She took you behind the scenes. Go check in. Go tap in. Go check it out. This is when in 2024 when Deshaun Watson opened his sandwich shop in, I believe it's in Cleveland Heights, University Heights area. That's what Selmo Fuzz sent us. Let's see what we got next. Shout out to Zedric. I might remember, I think we called it the Vince Young experiment when we signed Vince Young for that little bit of time. He was in and out. I think I remember, not fully. And now this is the last one. Let's get to it. Let's go here. Let me bring this. Actually, let me copy it. Let's do this, y'all. This is the last one that the plug sent us, so I got to copy it and bring it over before we wrap this thing up. But hopefully y'all see why my energy was on the level it was on for this stream. All right. Let me pause it. Pause. I want y'all to be able to hear it. Let me get it up on the screen. Shout out to the plug. You've got mail. You've got mail. All right, so let me read this. They hate Shedeur Sanders so much it made them forgive Deshaun Watson. That's a fact. This is it's B Titty 216. That's his name on X. Let's play it.
Shedeur, bro. They hate Shedeur Sanders so much. White media, they hate him so much that they forgave Deshaun Watson.
Hey, that's crazy.
They hate Shedeur so much they done forgave Deshaun. They like, well, they got baptized now. Wow.
Hey, he's a married man now. He's a married man now.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's fact.
No lies detected there. If you go back to how they spoke on Deshaun Watson previously, no lies detected. That's a fact. The same ones who are hating on Shedeur was even worse when it came to Deshaun Watson. No lies detected there. No lies. Let's make sure we get everybody's chat. Bye, Felicia. Messy Friday. Need to take a shower after this stream. This was a great stream. Love the energy. I appreciate that, Black Pearl. Lima looks like he just ate a salt tablet. Man, bitter beer face. Y'all, I have paid bills and walked a mile while listening. Thanks for the vibe. Shout out to you, Cromwell Collective, out there getting active. She's only been watching football since '93. She obviously hasn't been watching as much as she was knitting, because after this many losses, you would think she would see this isn't how winning is done. She can't see it. We gonna keep it. You got some questionable takes over here. We ain't even gonna acknowledge you. Browns can open a Sanders sandwich shop on the 50 and make a ton of money in the new stadium. That's a fact. I had to put DH in timeout for saying Mary Kay ain't lying. I gave him 10 seconds to think about it. All good. That's why you're a mod. That is why you're a mod. He was tripping. Tripping. Shout out to everybody who supported the stream. Let's get to it. Shout out to C.A. Anderson. Shout out to Shanithia. Shout out to Miss Sparkles. Shout out to y'all. Now y'all see why I have this energy. Now y'all see why the only thing Mary Kay could get from me was about 45 seconds and we kept it moving. Now y'all see why we didn't really go deep listening to what Stephen A. Smith was saying. Now y'all see why we didn't really listen to Unc and Ocho. Sunk cost fallacy. We saw a group of traders lose $50 million right around Christmas because they were playing that same game. It wasn't worth it. So, y'all see what it is. Y'all see the energy. Hashtag NewCleveland. If you want to know the stories behind the merch that I put together, hashtag NewCLE.com, hashtag NewCleveland. It even explains why I use CLE in the hashtag. So definitely go check it out. OffThaRecordDee.com. That's where you find the merch. Protect your peace, everybody. Because Coach Monken said That's a grown man with an opinion. That's a person writing a story with an opinion that I don't agree with. So they was never going to get me. Year 2 will not be like year 1. I don't just say this stuff because I'm just saying it. I'm saying it because it's some foresight to it. It's some foresight to it. Y'all already seen it playing out. We ain't even got the OTAs. Year 2 will not be like year 1. Don't give the same people the energy. Don't shine a light on it. Don't worry about it. Todd Monken said, everybody going to get to take the test. I'm going to holler at Todd Monken after everybody take the test and we hear what they were graded. That's when we going to make the decision. We're not going to fall for all the stuff they got going on. They want your support. The only way they can get your support is by using emotions against you. The only emotional button they can push right now is to say something bad about somebody last name Sanders. Don't fall for it, everybody. Do not fall for it. It's not worth it. They are playing a game. Just because they play the game, you don't have to engage. You don't have to engage. Also, shout out to everybody who got the merch. I've been checking. It looks like your merch will be getting there in the next couple of days. So shout out to everybody who got merch. Your merch should be arriving in the next couple of days. So just be on the lookout for it. Be on the lookout for it. Before we get out of here, shout out to Keith Hunt.
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
I appreciate you, Keith Hunt. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for tapping in. Jersey in the building. Shout out to you and your wife. I appreciate y'all. Have a great weekend, everybody. Because I know I will. Can't say that for everybody. See y'all on Monday. Peace, everybody.
Look at what I did. Look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't have no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Running my check, I ran on my bag. I did what I did. Yeah. Running my check, I ran on my bag.